Well, I know that, but
Yeah, don't be weary if he just takes off and leaves for a little while.
okay, okay.
Leaves you by yourself.
That's what she prefers, I'm sure.
No, I always like a color guy. Then I don't have to talk so much.
Give me some good leads.
See what I can do.
Engelman's usually play by play, so I don't know.
I'm switching. That's. I'll defer. He's got more experience.
And you have more experience playing, so
All right, you ready?
I think so. And tied for steals with 1.8, just about 2 steals per game. So she is definitely one of the leaders. And of course, Stumbo, as we already mentioned, the 5'9 senior, second on the team in points at 13.6, and they have 3 averaging double digits per game for them. So, but if you take a look at the other side for Central Lyon, they are led by, for most of the part, Hayden Hymanson, at least on the offensive side, is averaging 17.1 points per game, and she's averaging over 2 steals per game. So she's been doing really well. And then Farrell Lewis, who's done a really good job in the post and has a very high field goal percentage as the post.
Yeah, a lot of key contributors here for the Lions early. Very much rely on their depth as they try to speed teams up with their full court press, like to move girls in and out, keep them fresh. Hayden Hymanson, as Carson said, leads the team in points with our offensive attack. Got good quality senior leadership on our side as well. Farrah Lewis, the senior post, as well as Kylie Mesker and Sutton Schlumbaum, who have many years of varsity experience. So we also have a pretty good senior cast ourselves. Last year, looking back, Okoboji did sweep the series. First meeting 63-43. Second time around 63-52, so we did make some improvement. So a lot of the same girls playing each other. It's going to really come down to who's going to step up, who made more improvements maybe over in the offseason, and who comes out less rusty, I guess you could say, off Christmas break.
Yeah, I was just going to say Christmas break. Obviously, both of these teams haven't played a game that counts, at least, since the 20th of December, 5 days before Christmas. Both teams were able to play and get a win, as the Lions got a 57-41 victory over Sheldon. and Okoboji got a 53-17 win over George Little Rock before these two teams play tonight. That was their last official game. And let's take a look at the coaching matchup between these two teams first before we take a quick break here. As for the Okoboji Pioneers, it's head coach John Adams. And obviously, you couldn't ask for a better start to his season as the head coach with a 9-0 overall record and 7-0 in conference play.
I don't know a whole lot about Coach Adams. He's been there for a couple years, but being 9-0, I'm just going to assume he's doing a pretty good job. So, again, well-coached ball club, Okoboji. They have been for many years. John Adams, a good basketball man. I know I've talked to him about basketball quite a few times. So he's got a good team here, and he's going to get them trying to function on all facets of the game. So, and then go ahead, Carson.
And then for the Lions, it's Coach Heather Grafing in her 5th season now, and a 50-48 overall record in her career. A couple of learning seasons, I guess, under her, getting a new system put into place. But now the last couple of seasons started to see the growth in the girls basketball program again.
Much like when you have any coaching change, you know, you got a new system to develop. You got to get to know the players. Players got to get to know you. And that's taken some time for Central Lyon, but they've come around. We got a lot of up-and-coming girls that have stepped up in years past and are now seniors and juniors. So done a good job with player development. And again, our assistant coaches, Greg Town, Meredith Vanderzee, key contributors in that. So all across the board, good coaching on the floor tonight. And like I said, this should be a good one.
It should indeed. Sponsors for tonight's broadcast and this season: Avera Health, Frontier Bank, Pizza Ranch, Premier Bank, Sanford Health, DeNoble Austin and Company PC, and Pepsi Beverage Co. We will take a break and step aside. We'll come back and we'll take a look at some keys to victory before this matchup between the Lions and the Pioneers.
Feel the wonder, celebrate the joy, and believe in the true spirit of Christmas. Hi, this is Sarah.
And Andrew, on behalf of DeNoble Austin and Company CPAs. May the magic of this special season fill your hearts with joy and empower you to touch all those around you with goodwill. Our prayer is that you will experience God's peace this Christmas season and throughout the new year.
Merry Christmas from DeNoble Austin Company PC, certified public accountants in Rock Rapids and Laverne.
Welcome back to Central Lyon High School. Take a look at the starters first of all. As it's Carissa Doran, Megan Christofferson, Kaylin Stumbo, Camry Jones, and Montana Wilson, the starting lineup for the Pioneers. And for the Lions, starting lineup is number 4, Hayden Hymanson, number 20, Reagan Van Wy, number 22, Sutton Schlumbum, number 40, Kylie Metzger, and number 44, Farrah Lewis. Those are your starting lineups for both of these teams. And when we come back, we'll have a quick, short keys to the game from Mr. Engelman himself here. And we will do that after the national anthem. You're watching Central Lyon Broadcasting on YouTube.
Small town values will never fade. Always finding a familiar face. A long lost friend with a helpful hand. Picking right up where you left off again. It's your hometown bank in your own backyard. With people that you trust. It's the way you like to live. It's the way you like to bank.
Premier Bank, member FDIC. At Avera, you're surrounded by a team focused on your mind, body, and spirit. That passion inspires our expert doctors and researchers to uncover more progressive treatments and technology, prescribing more effective medications, analyzing your DNA to pinpoint the best treatment for you. No matter what the future holds, our passion for progress will never fade.
Welcome back to Central Lyon High School here in Rock Rapids as we take a look at the team comparisons for these two teams, as the Pioneers average about 59 points a game, the Lions at 53. Lions actually shoot at a higher percentage at about 48% compared to about 45 for the Pioneers. And you look at the rebounds, a huge difference there for the Pioneers so far. That's been a big reason why they're undefeated, I would say.
Yeah, that stat jumps out at me a little bit. A little concerning if you're a Lions fan. Hopefully we can get on the boards tonight. Generally, a team that does get the rebounds tends to do pretty well. So that's an alarming stat there. I like, both teams are high scorers, shoot a good percentage. Assist to point ratio looks pretty good. Steals there. So let's rebounds. Let's focus on rebounds.
And the opening tip is won by Farrell Lewis and Central Lyon, as it is Hymanson with it, and now over to Van Wy. She passes inside to Sutton Schlumbum. Bounce pass inside to Lewis. Back out they go. Schlumbum back into Lewis. Good defense on the interior by Okoboji. Back outside, Schlumbum looking inside. Now bounce pass over to Van Wy. Back to Schlumbum. Lions looking for the first points of the game. Good defensive start so far for Okoboji.
Again, I think the Lions offense a little rusty, trying to get back in the swing of things. They're used to just going against each other in practice, and now you got a little more aggressive defensive team.
Schlumbum draws the foul. Pretty good defense, though, by number 40, Montana Wilson, the 6'1 sophomore. As Schlumbum misses the first of two.
Another key factor in tonight's game, obviously, is foul trouble. Both teams want to keep their starters on the floor for as long as possible.
And for the team not getting fouled to make those free throws, the Lions unfortunately unable to put any of those in. As they drive inside, and a nice move that time by number 12, Carissa Doran, 5'5 senior. And now the Lions back up the floor, down 2-0 here in the first quarter. Here's Van Wy over to Lewis now at the top of the key, waiting, getting it to Hayden Hymanson. She'll drive the baseline, gets it back out. Lions will reset the offense.
Okoboji crashing down there on defense once a Lion penetrates the baseline. I think the Lions might have to hit a few outside jumpers. Oh, never mind.
Inside they go to Hayden Hymanson, the junior, averaging 17 a game, gets her first deuce of the night. And here is a foul. I believe it'll be called on the floor here. And so Okoboji will have it underneath their own basket.
Looks like that's going to be the first on Sutton Schlumbum.
Both teams with a foul. Here's a pass inside on the inbounds, as that's Camry Jones, the senior. Here's Hymanson, drives inside, now back out to Schlumbum for three. She's got it. And the Lions have taken a 1-point lead, 5-4.
See if Lions can lock down here on defense.
And there's a open three, but a little bit too long, and the pass. And the ball will actually go out of bounds off of Okoboji, so the Lions will have the lead and the ball. 5:44 to go here in the first quarter.
Looks like we got our first substitution. A couple subs for Central Lyon as Kaylee Davis and Addison Klostobor come onto the court.
It seems like this year's Central Lyon girls team has a lot more depth on it than maybe the last couple of years.
Yeah, got quite a few. Coach Grafen has quite a few girls at her disposal she feels comfortable putting in at the varsity level who can do some good things, whether it's on defense or offense.
Speaking of good things, Kylie Metzger, the senior, with a basket, and it's 7-4. Pass inside and was stolen away by Hymanson, or excuse me, that was Klosterboer.
Looks like Camry Jones picked up her first foul, team second.
So with 5 minutes to go here in the opening quarter, Lions with a 3-point lead, trying to extend it here. Metzger at the top of the key, now passing inside to Hymanson, who's called for traveling.
I think Hayden kind of didn't quite know where she was on the floor when she caught that ball and tried to do a quick pivot move, shuffle their feet. Good look there on offense, though. Nothing you can complain about getting the ball in the lane like that.
I'm sure Hayden would love a do-over at that, though. Here's a wide open three. Again, it's too long that time by Okoboji. Number 14, Christofferson with the attempt. Now pass from Schlumbum inside to Metzger. She goes back out. And now back out again as here's Schlumbum driving into the lane and could not quite finish. And Lions will go to the line once again.
Sutton saw that open lane, took off with her left hand, kept the ball away from her defender, and was able to drive all the way to the hoop. Hopefully she can convert on these 2 free throws.
Yeah, good job by Schlumbum to be able to find the weak spot in the defense, as nobody was really keeping her from driving to the basket there. And Schlumbum misses the first, but sinks the second, so she's 1 for 4 from the line. Lions up 8-4 here in the first quarter. 4:24 and counting to go. Okoboji back with it on the offensive side. Good defense inside by the Lions, but just better offense right there, as that's Camry Jones, the senior, once again.
Couldn't have done much better defense there. She had to work pretty hard to get that layup. And
yeah, she fought.
Good movement.
Fought very well through that defense, despite a good effort by the Lions. It's one of those you just got to tip your cap. The Lions, or Pioneers, actually up to 4 fouls already in this first quarter. Lions up 8-6 with 4 minutes to play as we're halfway through. And here's Klosterboer driving in, now back out. Here's a 3 from the corner. It's no good that time. Actually, that's Klosterboer missing the shot there. Drive inside by Kaylee Davis.
Looks like Kylie Metzger got called for that off-the-ball foul, maybe pushing her defender out underneath the basket. They said you can't do that, so news to me.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised by that. As ball almost was stolen away, but now driving to the basket and 1 for number 23, Kaylin Stumbo, 5'9" senior. Feels like there's been a lot of Stumbos at Okoboji for quite a while. It seems like they never run out.
Well, I think this individual here has been at Okoboji now for 4 years, and we've seen a lot of her on the basketball court. Very good basketball player, very heads up, knows the game pretty well. As you can see, she saw a gap in the defense. She exploited it, and she's going to be one we're going to have to key in on here throughout the night to make sure that we can hold them under their 56% average of points.
3-point play for Okoboji, 9-8. Now pass inside to Metzger, almost losing it, able to keep it. Klosterboer from the corner. Now up top they go. It's Davis, and back to Klosterboer at the top of the key. Now over to Davis on the right wing. Back at the top of the key, it's Metzger. 3 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. Metzger inside, called for a travel.
Lions need to identify spatial awareness right now. Got a lot of girls standing in the same area. Need to space those girls out, especially the 2 girls on the post, Farah and Kylie. Need to spread them out a little bit more, either a high-low situation or cross screening. Can't have 2 girls in the same spot. That's not gonna, too easy for the defense.
Absolutely. And we're gonna get a stoppage here. And one of the officials will go talk to.
I think we got an earring. I think we need to take our earrings out.
Yep, that is exactly what's happening.
I'm glad you took yours out before the broadcast, Carson.
Oh, mine have been out ever since I was born. So, 2:55 to go here in the first quarter. 9-8. As Coach Grafing wanted to hear the explanation from the official. She got it, and we resume. Okoboji with the basketball, driving inside. Good defense, though, but now a wide open shot for Camry Jones. Missed. They get the rebound, and it'll be tipped out of bounds. It looked like it may have been tipped by Okoboji, but they say it was tipped by Central Lyon.
Back to what we alluded to start the game. Central Lyon cannot afford to give up those offensive rebounds as we just did. You cannot give a team, a 9-0 team like Okoboji, multiple opportunities on one possession.
Good defense there by Klosterber. And now the Lions almost turn it back over, but they're able to retain possession here. As Hymanson over to Klosterber, back to Hymanson, and she throws it to Camry Jones, the senior, very alert on both sides of the ball. Now Okoboji driving inside, stepping through defenders is Christofferson. Drawing the foul, 2:13 to go.
I couldn't tell you when, but I know it was recently that Megan Christofferson put up her 1,000th point for Okoboji. I saw that in the headlines the other day. So quite a few scorers on this Okoboji Pioneer team.
Definitely an accomplishment for sure. Not surprising, I don't think, as many years as she has been at Okoboji. 11-8. Lions down by 3.
Seems like we've been stuck on 8 for a while. We need a basket here.
Here's Klosterboer with basketball over to Hymanson.
Ooh, good back cut by Van Wy, just missed by Hymanson.
Now over to Van Wy in the far corner. She tries to get it to Lewis, and she does. And the Lions are back within a point.
With 4 guards out on the perimeter, that was a nice entry pass there from Van Wy over the top. There's nobody there on the weak side.
Good defense again by Lewis, but again, better offense by Camry Jones. The Lions have tried a lot of different things so far here in this first quarter, and it doesn't seem to be working.
Jones been very impressive on the block. Good footwork on her part down on the block, and then back here, Hayden Hymanson with the easy layup.
Yeah, she went by Camry Jones that time, just zooming past her, and now a pass inside on the other side, and that's a shot good by Montana Wilson, the 6'1 sophomore. Her and Jones, the big post players for Okoboji.
One thing Central Lyon's electing not to do is do their full court press, which has been effective, but Okoboji's so quick, we're even having a little bit of difficulty getting back on defense in the half court.
Here's Hymanson from the corner, back out to Schlumbum now. 40 seconds. We'll see if the Lions decide to wait or if they will indeed look to try and score. They do, and it's a nice shot with the right-handed hook by Hymanson. And the Lions back within 1, 15-14. 20 seconds to go, first quarter, and inside, wide open shot is good. Lions thought that she was going to wait, and she took advantage of that. Now the Lions have 10 seconds. Here's a 3, and it is no good. A little bit too long that time, and it'll go out of bounds with 4 seconds left in quarter number 1.
Kaylin Stumbo is going to score a lot of points if we play defense like we did on the last possession. A little bit on our heels. We're going to have to move side to side, really focus on keeping her in front of us, because if she gets into the lane, you might as well. It's going to be 2 points, or it's going to be a nice dump-off pass to someone like Jones or Wilson.
Here's a half-court shot, no good to end the quarter. 17-14, Okoboji with the lead here in Rock Rapids over the Central Lyon Lions. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll have the second quarter from Central Lyon.
Small town values will never fade. Always finding a familiar face. A long lost friend with a picking right up where you left off again. It's your hometown bank in your own backyard with people that you trust. It's the way you like to live. It's the way you like to bank.
Premier Bank, member FDIC.
It's here. And here. There too. This way and that. Across the street and around the world. It's healthcare reinvented, and it lives in all of these places because we believe it should. That her and him and them all deserve healthcare that lives where they do. Sanford Health. Health lives here.
That's all right. Welcome back to Central Lyon High School here in Rock Rapids, Iowa, with a 17-14 lead. The Pioneers and the Lions doing battle as Okoboji being led by a couple of key players. Montana Wilson with a couple of shots going in, and Camry Jones with 3 shots for 6 points. And for the Lions, they've been led by Hayden Hymanson with 4 points, and 6 points for Sutton Schlumbum as the Lions get the rebound. Schlumbum down the other side. Klosterboer for 3, and it's off the front of the iron, no good. Rebound for number 23, Stumbo.
Addison's getting some good looks from 3. Hopefully she can knock one of those down, get in rhythm, because that shot is open.
Shot from the baseline, no good. Will be tipped out of bounds that time, I believe, by Farrell Lewis. So the official is going to call it out on.
Could have went either way. Looked pretty close from up here.
Fortunately, we don't have the replay available to us yet, but maybe a few years down the road, as that's a shot no good that time by Stumbo. Rebound by Lewis. Good strong rebound as Stumbo tried to steal it away. Here is Schlumbum from a deep range for a 3, no good. Rebound. And
good attempt there by Kaylee Davis underneath the basket. She caught that almost like an alley-oop play.
Yeah, and unfortunately the Lions unable to get it back. Now Okoboji with it.
Like
17-14 lead. Here's a 3. It is no good. Hit the net, but the wrong side of the net, the outside. 17-14, Lions down by 3, back with a basketball. Big possession here. Try and get the Lions back within 1. Here's Lewis, she's got it.
Now, if Farah or Kylie can hit that shot consistently, that's going to cause a lot of problems for not just Okoboji, but many teams in the Siouxland Conference.
That is a tough shot to defend, and speaking of good shots, here's Doran hitting the 3. She's got a 42% three-point percentage coming in. One of the ones to keep an eye on out there for the Lions from three-point land. Okoboji's done so much damage on the interior, the Lions may be thinking to defend the interior instead of outside. There's a shot by Lewis, no good, and it ends up in the hands of Stumbo. She has it stolen away by Kaylee Davis.
Good play by Kaylee Davis.
And now the Lions give it right back. Now drive inside, back out. Here's Jones, a deep 2, it's no good, and for Jones, that's only her second shot she's missed. I mean, she's hit 3, but it seems like she doesn't miss very often.
Well, that time we were able to get her away from the basket a little bit. That's what we needed to do, and Farrah Lewis is doing one nice job on securing defensive rebounds for us.
Davis tried to elude the defender and put up a shot. It was no good. 20-16, pass inside, and then a block. Farrah Lewis hosting a block party here at Central Lyon tonight. 20-16, Lions able to avoid A shot by Okoboji. Timeout, though, by the Pioneers. 20-16. They lead it with 4:56 to go. Here in the first half, we will take a break. You're watching Central Lyon girls basketball on the Central Lyon Broadcasting Network.
Feel the wonder, celebrate the joy, and believe in the true spirit of Christmas. Hi, this is Sarah.
And Andrew, on behalf of DeNoble, Austin and Company CPAs, may the magic of this special season fill your hearts with joy and empower you to touch all those around you with goodwill. Our prayer is that you will experience God's peace this Christmas season and throughout the new year.
Merry Christmas from DeNoble Austin Company PC, certified public accountants in Rock Rapids and Laverne.
Pass inside. Welcome back after the Okoboji timeout, and Lions unable to get it back on the rebound. Now at the top of the key, Christopherson. Now it's Jones from the right baseline. And now the Pioneers will try and reset their offense. Here's inside to Camry Jones. Puts up a shot, somehow gets it to go again.
Boy, she had 2, if not 3 Lions down there trying to grab at the ball, and she was able to bring it up above, kind of hold it high and put it up there off the glass.
It's like the ball is magnetized to the hoop when she has it from inside the paint there. Here is another shot on the other side, and Okoboji up to a 24-16 lead with back-to-back baskets. Lions need something here, or Coach Grafing might have to burn a timeout of her own.
Again, Okoboji giving the Lions the baseline there, so Reagan Van Wy cuts to the lane, finds an opening, gets a nice little pass.
Reagan Van Wy trying to improve her free throw numbers.
23-24%. I know she can do better than that, so I'm confident she'll knock down a couple of these.
First one is good. So that'll raise the percentage for sure. Hopefully she's able to get another one. 24-17 with 3:46 to go here in the first half. Van Wy's second free throw, that one bounces in and out. It was on line, but just couldn't quite get it to fall. 3:40 to go. Here's a shot. It's off the rim, no good. Van Wy is able to pick up the rebound as it went right to her. Now taking it down the court. Lions, with 3.5 minutes to go, have the basketball down by 7. Inside, Lewis. Got it.
Good feed, good power dribble. Got the ball up there just how you draw it up.
Good job by Lewis not hesitating there. I think if she would have hesitated, it would have been good defense, but there's another shot as quickly as can be there for Okoboji as they're back up to a 7-point lead again.
Just seems like whenever we come down and score, they return the favor. We got to not only score ourselves, but then we got to work much harder on defense to kind of keep them from scoring.
Nice shot that time. 26-21. That was, I believe, Hymanson again. And that's going to be a travel, and the Lions will have it back down by 5.
There's a stop we needed. As Farrah Lewis stepped up, cut off the girl dribbling the basketball there, and I think kind of caught that individual off guard a little bit, and she shuffled her feet. So good off-the-ball help defense there by Farrah Lewis.
Yeah, Lewis has been active on all sides of the court so far. 26-21. Here's a shot by Hymanson off the back iron, no good, and then it's rebounded by Christopherson. She tries to go coast to coast and does. What a shot, what a good job showing off her strength inside there with good defense all over her, but doesn't seem to be an issue for these Pioneers.
Boy, you can tell the Pioneers, once they get that rebound or that outlet pass, they look to go, fill in the gaps, and try to find the open girl, try to take 3-on-2s, 2-on-1 opportunities as best they can.
Here's Schlumbum, pass inside to Lewis again, and that's an and one.
Boy, just as impressive as Jones has been on the Okoboji side, Farrah Lewis is showing some early dominance on the block for the Lions.
She has, making her, I believe, third shot of the night, putting up to 6 points and a chance to get 7 right here. And that one will fall for the Lions. 28-24. Here's a pass to Jones, has an open shot, but then passes it off to Stumbo. And 3 seconds in the lane on Okoboji, and that's maybe a call the Lions have been waiting for.
Yeah, Jones there kind of planted herself in the lane and didn't get the shot she wanted right away, and after passing, didn't quite make her way out of the lane. Oh, good high-low action there by the Lions.
Schlumbum puts it in, and the Lions are within 2. Just like Mr. Ackerman used to say, the old high-low. Here's a shot from the corner. It bounces in and out. Farrah Lewis on the rebound. 28-26. Lions a chance to tie or take the lead. Here's Van Wy. Pass over to Schlumbum, and it'll be knocked out of bounds actually by Schlumbum as she tried to go up for it. Maybe not the most ideal passing there, as looked like 2 Okoboji players had Schlumbum guarded fairly well.
You don't typically see Sutton down on the block, but she's doing a nice job of creating some space down there, giving the Lions another threat as Kylie Mesker, I believe, is in foul trouble.
And the Lions able to get another rebound off a missed shot by Okoboji. Here's Schlumbum, unable to finish. And then the rebound by Carissa Doran. Here is a dribble and now a shot. It's no good, and that's going to be a shot good and 1 for Doran. And she's one of the best free throw shooters here at 83% for the Pioneers, as it's 30-28 now after that.
And that's how quickly things can turn in basketball. One end, you're about ready to tie the game up with a layup and an offensive rebound opportunity. Next thing you know, you're down by 5.
Yeah, 31-26 now. Lions trail by 5. They have 30 seconds here. We'll see if they want a quick shot or if they're going to try and hold it for the final. Here is Schlumbum, passes knocked out of bounds as she was trying to get it to Davis.
Lions could use a basket here. I don't know if we're going to take the whole clock. It's kind of some people like to do that. Some people like to just be aggressive.
Lewis could have been fouled on that pass. No foul was called. And it's going to be called a jump ball. It will stay with the Lions with 13 seconds to go.
You could see that Adams for Okoboji was emphatically trying to call a timeout there, but no one really had any possession until several girls had their hands on it.
Yeah. No, I don't think if the official would have called a timeout, I think you would have seen some pretty upset fans, including
disgruntled
Coach
announcers.
Yeah, and Coach Grafing perhaps as well. 5 seconds left here, Schlumbum. And some miscommunication there, and now a last-second shot on the other side off the backboard and no good, but the Lions are within 5 at the end of the first half against the number 9 team in Class 3A, the Okoboji Pioneers, who are undefeated. 9-0 overall and 7-0 in conference play. Lions 6-1 overall and in conference play, looking to knock off these Pioneers tonight. What did you see in that first half?
Well, I saw a lot of good things. Both teams were pretty aggressive, both offensively and defensively. I thought Central Lyon did an excellent job, Farrah Lewis in particular, keeping up with the rebounds. I know that was going to, we were on the lower end as far as averages were concerned, doing the team comparison. I think our offense got a little stagnant, trying to get into the swing of things, trying to find out what offense we want to run and where girls need to be spaced at will help a little bit in the second half. But again, Camry Jones had a big half for the Pioneers. Kaylin Stumbo can get to the rim at ease, it seems like, so we need to do a better job of keeping in front of her. But overall, not a bad quarter. Like I said, one layup away from it being either a tie game or not a 5-point deficit like we face now.
Absolutely, and to your point on the rebounds, 14 rebounds for Okoboji as a team, 13 for the Lions, so definitely have kept that at a good place. Lions maybe hope to take the lead over on rebounds in the second half, but we will see if that happens. Lions, considering that Okoboji's shooting 50% as a team, they're shooting 13 of 26 as a team. Lions are just under 50%. You got to be feeling pretty good to be only down by 5 to a team that's shot 50% so far.
Yeah, a team that's shooting 50%, team that's 9-0, team that we've lost to twice in the last year. A lot of the same girls, so I think you can't be too upset if you're Coach Grafing. You're in this ball game. You're, like I said, one shot away, one defensive possession away from this being tied or even in our Central Lyon favor. So I think you go in there, you make some minor adjustments, identify people that are hot for them, and try to make other people score on our end, get more people contributing, and tighten down on defense. I mean, I know it's not as easy as I said it, but right. I think that's the game plan.
It's always easy to look up from up here and say what to do, and it's a completely other thing to actually do it. So we'll see if the Lions tuned in to the halftime show to hear what we had to say about improving or not. I want to thank our sponsors, Avera Health, Frontier Bank, Pizza Ranch, Premier Bank, Sanford Health, the Noble Austin and Company PC, and Pepsi Beverage Co. Upcoming events on the Central Lyon Broadcasting Network. This coming Tuesday, January 7th, it'll be basketball here versus MOC Floyd Valley at 6 o'clock. Thursday, January 9th, wrestling versus Hinton and West Sioux at 5:45. And Friday, January 10th, basketball versus Sibley Cheaton at 6 p.m. So a week from this Friday, that will be going on. And some other reminders, Wednesday, January 8th, next Wednesday will be a 1 o'clock dismissal for teacher collaboration. And the WAC tailgate next Friday from 5 to 7. And make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel so you know when we post videos and or start live broadcasts. Follow Central Lyon on Facebook and Twitter to keep up on all the latest news. We will take a break. And we'll have a few more thoughts before the second half gets underway in a little bit.
Feel the wonder, celebrate the joy, and believe in the true spirit of Christmas. Hi, this is Eric.
And Andrew, on behalf of DeNoble, Austin and Company CPAs. May the magic of this special season fill your hearts with joy and empower you to touch all those around you with goodwill. Our prayer is that you will experience God's peace this Christmas season and throughout the new year.
Merry Christmas from DeNoble Austin Company PC, certified public accountants in Rock Rapids and Laverne.
It's here. And here. There too. This way and that. Across the street and around the world. It's healthcare reinvented, and it lives in all of these places because we believe it should. That her and him and them all deserve healthcare that lives where they do. Sanford Health. Health lives here.
Yeah, hard work looks easy when everything you touch turns gold. I was made for this. 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 I was made for this.
At Avera, you're surrounded by a team focused on your mind, body, and spirit. That passion inspires our expert doctors and researchers to uncover more progressive treatments and technology, prescribing more effective medications, analyzing your DNA to pinpoint the best treatment for you. No matter what the future holds, our passion for progress will never fade.
Small town values will never fade. Always finding a familiar face, a long lost friend with a helpful hand, picking right up where you left off again. It's your hometown bank in your own backyard, with people that you trust. It's the way you like to live. It's the way you like to bank.
Premier Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Central Lyon High School here in Rock Rapids, Iowa, as we get set for the start of the second half here between the Central Lyon girls and the Okoboji girls. And it was a 31-26 first half. The Pioneers with the advantage. Both teams, not very many three-pointers, a lot of interior offense, as the Lions were 1 of 6 from three-point range, and Pioneers only 1 of 5, unofficial statistics. 4 for 4 from the free throw line was Okoboji. Lions 5 of 8. So maybe some of those free throws will sort of even out, and maybe a couple of those shots will even out in this second half.
Yeah, both teams did well on the interior, but it's that outside shot that's lacking a little bit on both sides. So we'll see which team comes out firing and who can connect with a couple there. That might be the difference in the game. Free throws started out slow for the Lions, but glad they picked up the pace, up their percentage a little bit. And we'll see what adjustments were made at half.
Pioneers start with the basketball here in half number 2. And a pass inside. Camry Jones defended pretty well there by Lewis. Now going back outside. Pass, and now just an easy look, but missing, and then a rebound. And Okoboji gets off to a good start on the rebound.
I think that was Wilson who put that one in.
Montana Wilson.
I think she sat out quite a bit of the first half with some foul trouble. That
wide open underneath.
Nice look.
Cut to the basket by Van Wy. Nobody was there for the Pioneers. Back to a 5-point game again. Now the Lions defensively trying to come up with a stop. And that's a shot no good, but letting the rebound for the Lions on the second shot that was missed that time by Doran. I don't know what was worse, the Lions not getting the rebound or her missing that shot.
You know, that was a emphasis on blocking out, but then you also got to go after the basketball. So we did good pushing everybody out of the way, but then we got to attack that basketball and not let it roll around on the floor for a while.
And there's a shot from the corner by Hymanson, no good. Schlumbum tried to get the rebound, but could not, as that's Doran getting the rebound. Now the Pioneers, a shot from three-point range. It's good, and that's number 12, Doran, once again. As she, good defense and now good offense, and it's back to, I believe, actually the largest lead of the game for the Pioneers at 8 points. So now the Lions need something offensively, but now a dangerous pass is taken away. Schlumbum defensively on the other side, missed shot. And then Lewis going to get caught for a foul.
Again, Okoboji likes to push. As soon as they got that steal, they had 3 or 4 girls on the other side of the half-court line before we had probably 2. And first girl missed, but the second girl cleaned up and got fouled on the play by Farah.
Here's the first free throw, and that one is good, 37-28. As Christopherson shoots about 67% from the free throw line, makes both of those, 38-28. With 6:02 to go here in the third quarter. Not a good start for the Lions, but still plenty of time left in this one. Here is Van Wy, defended very well. Now Lewis over to Schlumbum. Pass inside is tipped by Stumbo, and it goes out of bounds. 5:41 to go. Lions will have it underneath their own basket as Metzger will toss it in. Here is a pass that was tipped and almost crossing over, and there's Schlumbum with a wide open shot. It's good, but now an injured player down for Okoboji.
Kind of was cut off guard, didn't know what was going on. Okoboji girls just all of a sudden weren't playing defense, and Sutton had an easy drive to the hoop, but off to the far side behind kind of a group of players, there's an Okoboji Pioneer down on the floor. Looking around to see who that could be. It might be number 12, Doran.
Yeah, I think you might be right.
Got Central Line athletic trainer Braden Church out there. He's been a nice addition to the staff this year. It's good to have him here at the ball games for something just like this. Go out and assist a player on the court. Hopefully this isn't anything too serious.
Yeah, no, it did not look good when she went to the floor, but hopefully it's just...
You worry about those when a player goes down. Obviously the knees, first thing that come to mind. Hopefully that's not the case here. Maybe just a ankle sprain or tripped up.
Hit to the head maybe.
Hit to the head possibly. Again, couldn't see any contact from our vantage point.
Yeah, it could have been a non-contact thing. And it does look like she is maybe in pain in that knee. It's kind of, one's kind of on the ground and one's kind of halfway up.
Yeah, obviously Carissa Doran has been a key contributor this year in this game. You know, one of their long distance threats, good free throw shooter, good ball handler, all around solid player for the Pioneers.
And she's going to be helped to the locker room, it appears, by the athletic trainer and one of the coaches there.
Don't want to assume anything, but she looks like she can't put a whole lot of pressure on that leg. Hopefully she's just being cautious.
Yeah, that's definitely a huge loss for this Okoboji team. Not only do you lose a starter, but now when you put in a different starter, you lose some of that depth that you had on the bench as well. We'll see if that factors in to the rest of the second half. Okoboji with the ball, up 38-30. Kind of hard to resume play after that. But
injuries such as that kind of deflate the crowd a little bit on both sides. And the players obviously are aware of that, so they need to get back in the swing of things. Good block by Van Wy.
And another block by the Lions. Here is Hymanson on the other side, fouled. She'll shoot two, 38-30.
Speaking of crowds, we got a good one here tonight, especially on the Central Line side. You know, everyone braving the weather coming out to watch this big matchup between the Pioneers and the Lions. Quite a few alumni here behind us to the right. A lot of students back, still on holiday break, such as yourself, Mr. Schubert.
That's right.
Good to get you away from your study habits to get you up to another game. I know you like to hit the books.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. As Hymanson puts in free throw there. And 38-31. 5 minutes to go, third quarter. Here is a three, and it is no good.
That was Shayla Bathkey, who I think this is her first action tonight.
There's a rebound by Jones, and then Jones tried to drive the baseline, but traveled. Lions have it back. 38-31, they trail. With 4.5 to go here in the third quarter. Here's Hymanson at the top of the key, now drives inside, puts up a shot, no good, and then it goes out of bounds off of the Lions as it ended up, I believe, touching Hymanson out of bounds after she tried to hit it off one of the Okoboji players.
Good try there by Hayden to make a save, but unfortunately she was close enough to the player she threw it at. Once it bounced off her, it landed in her lap again, out of bounds.
We're going to take a break here on the Central Lyon Broadcasting Network. Welcome back to Central Lyon High School here in Rock Rapids. 38-31, 4 minutes, 19 seconds, and counting to go here in the third quarter. Carson Schubert and Jason Engelman here for the broadcast of this one as that pass goes out of bounds, and the Lions will take it back. 4:10 to go.
Lions making a little run here, starting on defense, see if they can get a basket or two, close this gap a little bit. Start of the third quarter was not productive for the Lions, but they're coming along here.
Only 5 points so far in this second half for the Lions, hoping to improve that here, as that is a steal for Okoboji as Davis couldn't handle it, and then good hustle by Metzger to knock that out of bounds.
Good hustle. That was a good look there by the Okoboji guard, looking underneath on the opposite side, but Kylie sped up a little bit, got a hand on it, knocked it out of bounds.
So Okoboji will have it underneath their own basket with 3:41 to go. They lead by 7. A bounce pass in, and the shot is good. guess who? Camry Jones once again, 40-31. Lions down by 9 now with 3.5 to go in the third quarter. Here's Schlumbum inside. Now back beyond the arc, shoots a three. It's no good, and it lands in the arms of Stumbo down the court pass, and now that's taken away by Schlumbum, who tried to save it, but then Stumbo recovered it. At the top of the key, now driving in, no shot, as it's going to be a block called before the shot. So,
tell you one thing those Pioneers are good at as they drive in the lane is that quasi-Euro step, stepping through the defender. That quite a few of their guards do that and create a lot of space as they get to the hoop.
Yeah, they've been very good with that here tonight, as that's a pass tipped by Schlumbum once again. Jones finds it and misses a shot.
Rare miss from there.
Yeah, you don't see that from Jones very often. Good job by Schlumbum, tiptoeing the sideline. Now she loses it out of bounds off of Stumbo. And the Lions will have it underneath their own basket. 40-31, trailing here in the third quarter. And Van Wy came down on the line first, so that is not an over and back. Good job by Van Wy recognizing that. Here's Lewis, tried to get it to go, could not.
Good left hand there, but a little too strong.
Under 2.5 to play, third quarter. There's a right-handed hook shot, no good, and a rebound by Stumbo, and the putback from the baseline. 42-31, the largest lead for the Pioneers, 11 points. Still plenty of time. 2 minutes to go in the third. The Lions would like to get something back here.
Again, Lions need to do a little bit better on movement. There's a backdoor cut. Good find, got to convert on that, but a lot of standing around, a lot of not,
Foul going to be on Hymanson.
Not a lot of strong cutting to the basket, not a lot of screens being set on the ball or off the ball. Just kind of a freelance offense. I think we need to it'd be a bad idea maybe to throw a quick hitter here every once in a while. We got to get off 31.
Yeah, and you've seen Okoboji with a couple of more rebounds in this third quarter, up to 3 more than the Lions now, and there's just a wide open look, and a lot of that is just, I think some of these girls assuming that somebody else is going to take the player who's driving the lane, and nobody does, and they kind of like with the some of the turnovers too.
Kind of like with anything, you shouldn't assume.
Yeah, that's right. As
there we
there's
go.
A shot, and it counts as the foul. Both officials blew their whistle, actually.
That'd be a nice player to get going for the Lions. Kylie Metzger sat out a little bit that first half. And if she can have a strong second half, that'd be wonderful because she's second in team in points, leads the team in rebounds, so having her on the floor is a positive for Central Lyon.
44-33, now a long pass on the other side, now a three, and it's good. Only the third three of the night for the Pioneers, but it's a big one, 47-33. Lions trying to get in rhythm on offense. Here's Lewis. Inside to Hymanson, she puts it up, and it's good.
Good curl cut there by Hayden.
And now Hymanson up to 11 points. Lions down by 12. Here is Okoboji maybe trying to hold for the final shot. Now drive inside, bounce pass, and the shot from the baseline.
That was a nice looking baseline shot.
It was indeed. Montana Wilson. So now the Lions will hold for the final shot, or attempt to anyway. 15 seconds to go, third quarter. Pass is tipped. Lewis is able to get it back, and then she goes over and back. Not paying attention to the line that time, and now Okoboji will have it with 8.8 seconds to go.
Yeah, Lions cannot afford those unforced turnovers. It's just kind of a mind lapse there. And then we foul on the end here with a second left. I know Coach Graping won't be too happy about some of those recent plays.
Yeah, no, and that was Lewis, I believe, again, called on the foul. So a couple of miscues by her after she had a stretch there where she was very brilliant with some blocks and a couple of nice buckets in the paint. So a free throw good, 50-35 with 1 second to go. Pioneers, again, largest lead now, 15 points. Second free throw off the back iron, no good. And that shot will be no good to end the third quarter. 50-35, Okoboji has extended their lead by 10 as we go to the fourth quarter. We'll see if the Lions can make a comeback when we return to Central Lyon.
At Avera, you're surrounded by a team focused on your mind, body, and spirit. That passion inspires our expert doctors and researchers to uncover more progressive treatments and technology, prescribing more effective medications, analyzing your DNA to pinpoint the best treatment for you. No matter what the future holds, our passion for progress will never fade.
Feel the wonder, celebrate the joy, and believe in the true spirit of Christmas. Hi, this is Eric.
And Andrew, on behalf of DeNoble, Austin & Company CPAs. May the magic of this special season fill your hearts with joy and empower you to touch all those around you with goodwill. Our prayer is that you will experience God's peace this Christmas season and throughout the new year.
Merry Christmas from DeNoble Austin Company PC, certified public accountants in Rock Rapids and Laverne.
Lions will have the basketball to start the fourth quarter, and they could use a basket for sure to start this quarter.
Yeah, start out the third quarter slow. I think you told me there at break, 9 points in total for the Lions that third quarter. And against a team that scores upwards of 56, 57 points, Okoboji, we gotta put some points on the board.
Yeah, Lions hoping that the fourth quarter is their best quarter. Here's Schlumbum with a nice shot inside, but couldn't quite get the roll. 50-35 with 7.5 to go, fourth quarter. Now Okoboji trying to extend the lead. Wide open three, and no good.
That's good to see, though, that Carissa Dorn is back in the game. She's the one that left injured in the third quarter, so she's back on the court.
Yeah, very good news for Okoboji as that was Kylie Metzger going to the ground, and now ball was loose for a moment, and now a foul going to be called on Schlumbum as she wasn't quite in position there.
You don't often see the Lions getting beat down the court, but it's been a couple times this game where Okoboji guards have really pushed the basketball and got some good looks underneath as we're still trailing the play.
Free throw no good. Second free throw on the way, and that one is good. Stumbo was a 69% free throw shooter before those free throws, going 1 for 2 there. 51-35, Lions trail by 16, 7 minutes to go. Here's a pass inside to Metzger, tries to put up a shot, and nice move. Little basket inside, and it's back to a 14-point game. Lions defense needs to come to life here. as Okoboji's going to probably try and take as much time as they can here with definitely no hurry with a 14-point lead.
No hurry on their part.
And a foul on Sutton Schlumbum. And that's going to be her first. She has 12 points tonight. And now Okoboji with the basketball. A corner three for Stumbo. It's no good. Taken in by Hayden Hymanson. Down the court she goes. Over to Schlumbum for three. And it is no good. Off the back of the iron. And the Lions missed a prime opportunity there.
Again, struggling to connect from the outside. That's something we were very good at early in the season. It's kind of slowed down a little bit, but it'd be nice to connect on a few of those.
Yeah, 1 of 7 tonight. Not where you want to be from 3, and that's probably why they haven't taken so many shots, only 7 as a team. And that's a jumper from just inside the arc. It's no good. Rebound for the Lions and Schlumbum. Taking it coast to coast. Block is called. And she will go shoot 2.
Good play by Sutton there as the Okoboji defenders kept backpedaling into the lane, so she took advantage, knowing pretty well that they weren't going to be able to take a charge as you're moving. Fortunately, the refs got that one right, and she's going to step to the line where she struggled a little bit.
And she misses the first one. Second one is no good as well. Kylie Metzger tried to get the rebound as she fell to the floor. Not sure if she slipped or if she was tripped or what happened there, but she will walk gingerly to the bench there and now quickly to the locker room with the athletic trainer. 5.5 to go, fourth quarter. Lions trail by 14. Again, a prime opportunity missed right there with the 2 missed free throws and then the missed rebound opportunity. As that's a shot not even close that time. And it's 51-37 with 5:17 to go, fourth quarter. Again, one the Lions need to have points on this possession here.
Yeah, we need to start converting on all of our possessions here down the road. It just can't be too little too late. Because as good as Okoboji, it's going to be hard to hold them scoreless for 5 minutes here.
And a timeout by Coach Grafing to talk things over with 5:01 to go, 51-37. The Lions trailing the Pioneers. Will take a break and come right back.
It's here. And here. There too. This way and that. Across the street and around the world. It's healthcare reinvented, and it lives in all of these places because we believe it should. That her and him and them all deserve healthcare that lives where they do. Sanford Health. Health lives here.
I will.
Welcome back to Central Lyon High School, where the Lions trail the Pioneers 51-37 here in the fourth quarter, 5:01 to go. I'm Carson Schubert, joined by Jason Engelman, and it's been kind of a rough second half here for the Lions.
Yeah, it didn't start out great. As any coach would tell you, the first couple minutes after halftime are key minutes. Can dictate how the game's going to be played the rest of the way, and it didn't go in the Lions' favor. They've kind of battled. You know, we've had a few injuries here that's kind of deflated the crowd as well, so it's hard to get pumped up again. But Okoboji's hitting some big shots. They're getting to the lane, it seems like, at will. Camry Jones has cooled off a little bit, but Stumbo and Doran are still shooting it pretty well.
So the Pioneers with the basketball.
Maybe a missed travel call there.
Yeah, could definitely.
I double as an official up here, so I don't get paid for it, but I double as it.
Wouldn't that be quite the living? Announce and referee from up here. That's a shot and one. The Lions desperately needed that.
If we're going to get 3 points, it's going to have to come the old-fashioned way.
That's right. As Hymanson is able to get the basket, and she'll try and make it a 3-point play. And she does.
There it is.
So the Lions back within 11 with 4.5 to play. Need some more defensive stands. Some more offensive conversions. That's pretty much what it boils down to right now. Don't want to sound like I'm John Madden up here, but that's...
I had to look over to see if it was still you. What a great assessment of the game.
51-40. As that is Jones driving inside, now back out to Stumbo, who's at the top of the key. Back to Jones. Lewis, good adjustment, and Jones is caught traveling.
Lions will take it. That's the turnover we were looking for. If we can get a few more of those and then convert on offense. Again, the three-point ball isn't going down, but if we can get to the lane and perhaps get an and one call like we just did.
Hymanson driving to the base, or driving into the lane, and it's going to be called foul on Christofferson, I believe, that time.
Got 6 fouls here on the Lions and only 5 on the Pioneers, so the Pioneers will have a few fouls to give here. Hymanson converts on the first, and Slumbum's going to re-enter. Again, I see Kylie Metzger back on the bench. Hopefully that wasn't a serious injury as she limped off the floor a few minutes ago.
Yeah, that's a key depth piece for the Lions. She is on the bench now, as she did go back to the locker room briefly. Both free throws good that time, and it's 51-42 as losing the ball, and the Lions maybe want to travel there.
There
but
we
it's
go.
Tipped away by Lewis. Hymanson drives inside, and a foul. And that's going to be on number 40, Montana Wilson.
Hayden kind of taking it upon herself to get to the hoop there, and that's 2, if not 3, blocking calls in a row on the Pioneers, and she's going to step to the line where she's 4 of 4.
And she's 5 of 5. Both teams with 20 points in the paint. So both teams working there, and then of course at the free throw line. Those are the majority of the points for both teams, as both free throws good by Hymanson. And it's 51-44. Lions trailing only by 6 with 3.5 to go. Trying to get a steal. They do. Here's a shot. It's good. Timeout, Okoboji. 51-46. The Lions are right back in it with 3:22 to go here in the fourth quarter.
It's getting exciting, Carson. I don't know if we can step away for another break. I think we got to keep the fans with us here.
I think so too.
Well, we got a second. It's always good to thank those around us who are putting up some stats on the video board, also online. We got Levi Cooper-Schmidt back here behind us. He's keeping us in check. To my right, Xander Ditzworth running the video board and statistics, as long as Morgan Meyer and McKenna Metzger helping us out. So always appreciate the help we can get up here. And then obviously Carson Schubert's back with us.
Who?
Oh, you know who.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of Pioneers, Central Line Broadcasting pioneer. Kind of molded him as he went through Central Line High School, and now he's up in the big leagues doing some announcing for USD.
That's right.
So glad to have him home on the holiday and offering up his voice to us here tonight. Glad we didn't post that too early. I don't know if many fans would have showed up. They would have just stayed home and listened.
Yeah, you never know. That's right.
All right, back to the game.
Good to see that there is a big crowd tonight with the weather impending. You never know what kind of crowd you can get with that going on, but the Lions have got a good one here tonight, and Okoboji a pretty good one coming down to Rock Rapids. Pioneers trying to get something. They've been quiet offensively, majorly in part to good defense by the Lions. Schlumbum that time trips and falls, and she was trying to get a steal. She's trying to get one again.
Lions are being aggressive. They have to be a little careful. The next foul is going to put the Pioneers on the line for a 1-and-1, and they do shoot it pretty well from there.
Ooh, could have been a foul there.
Yeah, could have been.
Lions get away with it. Now a wide open three, and it is no good. Rebound Jones, and it's going to be an over the back that time on, I believe it's Hymanson. See who the foul is called on here. It is on Hymanson. So Hayden Hymanson picking up her first foul of the night. 16 points on 5 of 10 shooting and 6 of 7 from the free throw line unofficially. Camry Jones shooting free throw. It is no good. It was a
1-and-1.
1-and-1. Lions have it back here. Schlumbum to the basket and a foul. And see the dismay there from Coach John Adams as he's seen this lead dissipate for the Pioneers.
Okoboji looking for that charge call, but they're getting so far deep underneath the basket that they're not really giving our offensive players, a chance to go up for the layup without bumping them, and that's where the block call is coming into play.
2:36 to go. Both teams will shoot free throws from now on out as the second free throw by Schlumbum no good. 51-47.
Sutton's left a few points on the board there. Be nice to would have knocked down a few of those free throws. Defense is coming alive, though, for the Lions. As Okoboji takes a quick timeout.
Yeah, quick 30-second timeout, so we'll stay here. 2:23 to go. Lions have clawed back into this thing, 51-47. They're down by 4, and they haven't been within 4 since the first half. So it's been a good comeback here in this fourth quarter.
And as most comebacks do, this started with defense, a couple good defensive possessions for the Lions, creating a few turnovers. We had a travel, we had a few interceptions. We kind of put in the full court press here, caused some chaos. That's what we need to do. If your offense is struggling, you need to create offense through defense, and that's what we're doing. Little spark plug again. We're moving girls in and out. The Okoboji Pioneers, they got to be getting a little tired. Not a lot of substituting on their end. A lot of the same girls have been out there the entirety of the game. We'll see if that plays a factor here with 2 minutes left.
Definitely could indeed, as it's a 4-point game. Lions have been playing outstanding defense here in this fourth quarter. And that's going to be a foul on Sutton Schlumbum.
Again, this will be a 1-and-1 free throw attempt here by the Pioneers.
And the first is good, so there will be a second. Huge free throw for Okoboji there, as they were desperate for something after blowing a lot of their lead. Second one also good, and it's a 6-point game again.
2 big free throws there by Kaylin Stumbo.
Here's Van Wy, back to Davis, over to Schlumbum. Van Wy takes it into the lane and
Good
puts
catch.
it in.
That pass had some heat on it from Schlumbum, and Reagan made a nice catch and moved to the basket at the same time.
Yeah, I don't know if she wasn't even expecting it or if she just was looking at what she was seeing instead of the ball, and sometimes that can be dangerous, but she made it work there as it's 53-49 with 1:54 to go. And we've got ourselves a ball game right here.
Yeah, again, both teams going to be in the 1-and-1 situation here. Okoboji inching a little closer to the 2-shot foul. But, yeah, it's going to come down to probably some free throws made. Who can handle the ball with this type of pressure that's being out there on the court? Again, both teams probably looking at their senior, junior leadership at this point. Like we said earlier, Okoboji not doing a ton of subbing, so I'm sure their girls are getting a little fatigued. Our girls also as well, not as much subbing as we've seen in the past couple games, but a healthy dose of it. Again, haven't seen Kylie Metzger come back in since her injury. Hopefully, and I don't know if this is a point you put her back in the game. We're kind of looking for maybe a little bit more perimeter defense and offense at this point.
Yeah, now the Lions defensively want to play as physical as they have been playing, because if you give Okoboji time, they're going to take all of the time that they can. 4-point lead they have with 1:47 and counting to go in regulation. And the Pioneers taking the time down to 90 seconds.
Oh.
And that's a double dribble. 91 seconds to be exact.
I think Megan Christofferson thought there was going to be a jump ball call, and when there wasn't, she had forgotten that she had already picked up her dribble and then dribbled again, and that's a double dribble in most rule books.
Yeah, I would think so. I definitely thought in my rule book it definitely was. 1:23 to go. Here's Hymanson, rolls out. Lewis with the rebound, gets another rebound, and then she's fouled. Stumbo, I believe, is charged with the foul, and she is.
Wow, that's her. Oh, I thought they had 4 personal fouls for her, but that's only 3.
Third.
Big free throws here for Lewis.
First free throw is good. Farrah Lewis, 67% from the free throw line this season. .53-50. Second one, money. 53-51 with 1:18 to go. The Lions have cut the Okoboji lead to 2. And the comeback is fully on here. The Lions 2 points away from completing it.
Comeback is on. We got 1:18 left. Lions defense has stepped up its game, putting a lot of pressure on those Okoboji guards who have handled it well for the most part. But it seems like now we're getting some turnovers. We're going down and we're completing. A lot of free throws being shot here for the Lions the last couple minutes, and we've connected on most. So that's huge.
And Lions, according to the scoreboard, down to 1 timeout. Pioneers have 2. So both teams will have to keep those in mind and use them wisely here down the stretch. As that one is tipped away and it will go out of bounds. Pioneers retain possession. And almost.
Good little trap there, but she was able to.
And out, losing the ball, and Sutton Schlumbum down the court, drives inside, and a foul. And it's a block, and the Okoboji fans cannot believe that that was a block and not a charge.
Again, I think she was set, but she was too far underneath the basket. You got to come out. I know this isn't the college game. There isn't the mark there. There isn't the lane there that you can make that determination. But Okoboji girls are finding themselves a little too far underneath the basket, and when you do that, they're not going to call a charge on that one.
Yeah, I would agree with that. That is, if there was a circle there, she would have been well inside of it. As Schlumbum missing the first, she's been off all night on free throws.
It's almost the point, a little bit in her head, I think. Need to still remain confident, get this one up there, and she does.
Second one is good. So 53-52 with 1:04 to go. Still plenty of time to get 1 point.
Oh. Again, Lions want to be aggressive, but not too aggressive. Only down 1 now.
Lions able to get to back in transition before Okoboji took advantage of the 3-on-2. Yep. And Stumbo back outside. They're going to take time here, and now going to be a foul on Schlumbum. And for Sutton Schlumbum, that will be her 3rd. No, wait a minute. That's her 5th, excuse me. According to what we had up here, it was 3. It's 5 on Sutton Schlumbum, so that's a huge loss. Even though she hasn't been great for free throws, she's been hustling on all ends of the floor, offensively and defensively.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Good battle for the rebound there and off Jones.
Yeah, Camry Jones couldn't quite get it. 41 seconds to go. 53-52, Lions with the basketball. And a timeout by Coach Grafing as she wants to talk about it as the suspense continues to build here inside Central Lyon High School.
This is kind of the matchup we anticipated. Two good teams, two very successful teams thus far in the season, going head-to-head here right after the holiday break.
And again, Okoboji, the number 9 team in all of Class 3A. One of the higher classes, obviously, in Iowa high school basketball. And the Lions are giving them everything they got tonight.
Yeah, Lions are battling back. Good defense, good free throw shooting here down the stretch. We'll see what kind of offensive scheme we have going here as we're going to be bringing the ball down the floor with 35 seconds left. I don't know if you wait a little bit or you get aggressive right away and try to get the first open look, try to get to the basket. I know Farrah Lewis has done a nice job inside. Hayden Hymanson obviously has been doing good off the dribble.
Inside to Hymanson. Shot no good. She gets her own rebound. And there's no foul. No foul. I can't believe it. As here is Camry Jones, and she's got the shot. 20 seconds to go. Lions trail by 3. And I'm shocked Coach Adams wanted to call a timeout there with the amount of little time that they had left. Why would you give the Lions more time to think about this? Maybe just afraid of leaving somebody wide open for 3 here. I don't know.
Yeah, it goes back to that question. You know, some coaches debate back and forth. You're up 3 here. You're going to be looking at a 2-shot foul. They can't win the game, obviously, with a 2-shot foul. You can get it close, but do you look at fouling here and sending the Lions to the line? Do you look at just playing good defense? I've always been play the good defense and see where it takes you. But I know some coaches would like to play the percentages and put somebody at the line and kind of limit the offensive opportunities.
And if you do decide to go the 2-point route, you have to foul immediately. You can't give the other team hardly any time from when the ball is inbounded to when it touches the player's hand. They have to immediately foul. So you have to be set up if you're going to do that. See if the Lions choose to go that route or if they will choose to go with the 3. The Lions have made 1 3-pointer all night. So maybe Coach Grafing wants to take her chances with 2.
No better time than now.
That's right.
Knock down that second one.
Pioneers not much better, only 20% from 3, 2 for 10. Here's Hymanson with the basketball. Going outside to Van Wy. Back to Hymanson. 7 seconds to go. Hymanson over to Klosterboer for 3. It's good! Oh my goodness! You're kidding! Oh, overtime!
There we go. I told you the second one was coming.
Oh my goodness! The Lions had made 1 3-pointer all game. And Klosterboer just nailed that one. Ice cold in her veins. My, oh my. And we are going to take a break before overtime happens. 4-minute overtime period. 55-55. Free basketball here for these fans. We'll have the rest of this one for you in a moment.
Small town values will never fade. Always finding a familiar face, a long lost friend with a helpful hand, picking right up where you left off again. It's your hometown bank in your own backyard, with people that you trust. It's the way you like to live. It's the way you like to bank.
Premier Bank, member FDIC.
It's here. And here. There too. This way and that. Across the street and around the world. It's healthcare reinvented, and it lives in all of these places because we believe it should. That her and him and them all deserve healthcare that lives where they do. Sanford Health. Health lives here.
Welcome back to Central Lyon High School. in Rock Rapids, Iowa. We're tied at 55 as we head to overtime. 4 minutes as you cut the time in half from regulation to overtime.
So recapping that fourth quarter, Lions come in. What were we down, Carson? 11,
we were down
12?
by, I think, as many as 15 points.
Wow. And that last shot there, Addison Klossboer, we didn't mention already, she is a freshman. Big shot.
Yeah, no kidding.
By her.
Definitely the biggest shot she's made of her life so far. But she's got a few more years to play yet after this one, so who knows, maybe a bigger shot down the road.
Looks
Lions.
like somebody lost their shoe in the lane.
And it appears that it is a Pioneer, number 12, Doran.
Crowd's into this one. I don't know if you heard that at home, but that was quite the cheer as we sent this one into overtime.
Might not have heard the crowd over us. I think we were pretty loud there too. 3:52. And we're tied at 55.
Again, Lions are going to play this overtime without senior Sutton Schlumbaum, who fouled out just before the end of regulation. Quite a few girls now in foul trouble as we played the foul game going down the stretch.
You had Doran injured earlier as well, but she's back in for Okoboji. Here's Farrah Lewis, and she misses, gets the rebound, and puts it back. 57-55, Lions take their first lead since the first half. My goodness, what a comeback this has been by the Central Lyon girls team. Again, trying to knock off the number 9 team in Class 3A, the Okoboji Pioneers, at 9-0 overall, 7-0 in the conference. As here's a pass inside, here's Jones, fouled and one.
She seems to be in the right spot quite often.
Yeah, that's maybe 4 years of being in this program might have something to do with that.
I suppose.
57 all as she tries to give the Pioneers the lead back. And could not, as that's rebounded by Klosterboer. Here is Hymanson with the basketball.
Got to get it back to Klosterboer, open in the corner.
Hot hand, no good.
No good.
Lewis gets the rebound, over for an open shot. It's Davis. 59-57.
I tell you, Farrah Lewis is battling on those boards, and that paid dividends there. She got that loose ball and passed it right back to Davis for the open look.
And that shot is well short, but Jones gets the rebound. She misses, and then losing the ball. Could have been a foul maybe there, but maybe just tipping it away that time. Okoboji as they tie it up now at 59 apiece. Just over 2 to go. Davis with a shot, no good. Gets the rebound and fouled actually by Stumbo. Stumbo picks up the foul. And both teams in the double bonus now as Stumbo has her 4th foul, so she's on the verge.
That's something to take note.
And Davis, Kaylee Davis, the sophomore, 5'5" guard, drains the first of 2 free throws. Second one.
Kaylee, one of those tough-minded individuals. Although she lacks a little bit of height, she does not lack competitiveness, and she gets in the lane frequently and gets after those loose balls.
She absolutely does. Lions back up by 2, 61-59. The game is Ella Stoll, who has, I think that's the first time I've seen her in the game right now. And here is Stoll for 3. It is no good. Rebound, though, for Stumbo. And that pass is tipped away by Davis, and it'll go out of bounds.
Good play there by Davis. Just came up a little bit short. Good tip on the cross-court pass. Again, Lions kind of got what they wanted. They got a new body on the floor for the Pioneers. She took the shot, didn't convert. We needed to get the rebound, didn't, but played solid defense thereafter.
61-59, Lions leading. Pioneers trying to get something. 1:19 to go here in overtime number 1.
Lions doing a good job up top with their guard screens, switching off of those screens.
Stoll again from the corner, this time drains it.
Might be a secret weapon we didn't know about.
Yeah, the 5'11 sophomore. Only shooting 20% from 3 coming in. She's 1 of 2 here tonight. Both shots coming in this quarter, and there could have been a foul there, nothing called. And Okoboji now with the basketball, trying to extend their lead. It's Stoll again, no good this time. Another rebound and then a timeout, so 45 seconds to go here in the first overtime. Okoboji with a 1-point advantage. Lions need a stop, and they need it quickly.
Lions doing after that turnover, trying to get caught back on defense, getting into position. Didn't do so, and that forced the offensive rebound. What a big shot there, though, by Ella Stahl. Like we said, just entered the game here in this overtime period. Haven't seen her at all during the game, and she puts up a couple shots right away and converts on the long 3.
Yeah, no kidding. A shot of her life as well, 1 for 3. Now from 3-pointers tonight. I'm sure she hasn't made a bigger shot than that up to this point. As the Pioneers again trying to stay undefeated in both their overall record and Siouxland conference record. Yeah, number 9 team in Class 3A. Both teams giving it all they got, and then some. 45 seconds.
We'll see what the Lions elect to do here. 45 seconds left. You're down 1. I'm guessing you're going to play some tight defense here for maybe 10, 15 seconds. And if you can't get that turnover, can't force anything, you may have to elect to foul probably one of the poorer free throw shooters, if there is one, for the Okoboji Pioneers.
Yeah, they've been really solid, especially in that first half. They're 9 of 15. Second half hasn't been quite as good from the free throw line for Okoboji. Here's Stumbo with a basketball, almost having it taken away. That time, Klosterbor. She's played her heart out tonight as a freshman. In the corner, it's Stoll.
They're going to pass it around. I think we're going to have to get out there and
Lions are going to have to foul here because I don't think
the line.
And finally called Klosterbor, and she kind of looked around like she didn't think that was a foul, but it's probably a good thing for the Lions that it was, because 18.7 on the clock now, and 2 shots for Stumbo.
Again, the last thing the Lions didn't want to do was not give enough time to themselves to play offense. So doing that, although Kaylin Stumbo, a very good free throw shooter here, just below 70%. She's converted on a few today.
And the Lions will take a timeout. Coach Grafing wanting to talk it over. 63-61. Pioneers back in that same spot as what they were at the end of the fourth quarter. And the Lions are going to have to make another miraculous shot here to keep this thing alive, it appears.
Yeah, you like to see the fight continue here as the Lions came all the way back there in that fourth quarter, pushed it to overtime. Whether you're rooting for the Lions or not, it's always nice to see a comeback like that and the effort being played by those on the court. You'd like to see them rewarded, but also you got to give Okoboji credit. They're doing a lot of good things as well, well coached, senior-led team, good ball handling. They're taking care of the ball here down the stretch in the overtime period. So we'll see if they can convert here, and it's going to determine whether the Lions go for 2 or 3 on the opposite end.
Yeah, and would have been very easy for Okoboji to lay down after the Lions made that comeback to force overtime, but they did not. They've battled, and they have a 2-point lead with a chance to make it 3. Stumbo. 18.7 seconds in overtime number 1. And it's good. Lions need a 3 to tie. Klosterbor with the basketball over to Hymanson. 15 on the game clock. Klosterbor with it again. Now at the top of the key, gets it over to Hymanson. Back to Klosterboer.
She wanted
5
to take that one.
seconds. Here's Lewis. Puts up a shot, but it's no good, and the Pioneers survive 64-61. And I don't think Lewis knew how much time was left because she really couldn't afford to take that 2-point shot there.
Like I said, we didn't leave ourselves a ton of time, 18 seconds, but we probably could have worked something around. Kind of had to be decisive when you come down the court. Are you going to go for 2 or are you going to hold out for the 3? And we were holding out, so you think a 3 is imminent, and then all of a sudden you drive in. Although the lane was open, they were giving us that. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Lions battled back, and they battled back hard. And Okoboji's a very good team. Take nothing away from them. They played their hearts out tonight, too.
They did, and they will stay undefeated at 10-0 overall and 8-0 in conference play. And both teams could have really deserved that win, but unfortunately, could be only one winner. So the Lions on the short end of that game. We'll see if they can rebound in the second game and come up with a win over the Pioneers. The boys game coming up in just a little bit.
At Avera, you're surrounded by a team focused on your mind, body, and spirit. That passion inspires our expert doctors and researchers to uncover more progressive treatments and technology, prescribing more effective medications, analyzing your DNA to pinpoint the best treatment for you. No matter what the future holds, our passion for progress will never fade.
Feel the wonder, celebrate the joy, and believe in the true spirit of Christmas. Hi, this is Sarah.
And Andrew, on behalf of DeNoble, Austin & Company CPAs, may the magic of this special season fill your hearts with joy and empower you to touch all those around you with goodwill. Our prayer is that you will experience God's peace this Christmas season and throughout the new year.
Merry Christmas from DeNoble Austin Company PC, certified public accountants in Rock Rapids and Laverne.
It's here. And here. There too. This way and that. Across the street and around the world. It's healthcare reinvented, and it lives in all of these places because we believe it should. That her and him and them all deserve healthcare that lives where they do. Sanford Health. Health lives here.
Small town values will never fade. Always finding a familiar face, a long lost friend with a helpful hand, picking right up where you left off again. It's your hometown bank in your own backyard, with people that you trust. It's the way you like to live. It's the way you like to bank.
Premier Bank, member FDIC.
At Avera, you're surrounded by a team focused on your mind, body, and spirit. That passion inspires our expert doctors and researchers to uncover more progressive treatments and technology, prescribing more effective medications, analyzing your DNA to pinpoint the best treatment for you. No matter what the future holds, our passion for progress will never fade.
welcome back inside Central Lyon High School in Rock Rapids, Iowa. I'm Carson Schubert, joined by Jason Engelman. And we get ready for the second half of our doubleheader here, the Central Lyon boys versus the Okoboji boys. What do you think about this matchup tonight?
Well, should be a competitive ball game. I don't know if it'll be as intense as what the girls' game was. That's going to be hard to top. But two good up-and-coming teams here. Lions are pretty young on the season. I haven't quite looked at the Okoboji roster. Looks like we got a few seniors, juniors. They're going to be playing this evening. I know they got a couple quality players here, typically good year in and year out. So hopefully it's competitive, and we can give the fans more of what they saw the first game, which is intensity, good offense, maybe even better defense.
Absolutely. Let's take a look at the starting lineup, first of all, for the visiting Pioneers. Number 3, sophomore Lucas Lorenzen. Number 10, Will Jensen, a junior. Number 23, Jaden Heller, a junior. Number 24, Kyle Martin, a senior. And number 32, Jamison Helmers, a senior. Take a look at the lineup for the Lions. We got Addison Metzger, a senior. Cooper Spies, a sophomore. Zach Lutmer, a freshman. Cole Hugendorn, a senior. And Mason Gerleman, a sophomore. And that is the starting lineups for both of these teams. And we already had the national anthem. So what do you expect to be the keys for both of these teams going into this matchup tonight?
Well, looking at a lot of different things here. Obviously, the teams want to come out firing. Again, we hinted on this the first game. We're going to hint on it this game. Teams are coming off their holiday break. They've been going at each other in practice, so they're going to see some different faces here across court. Getting off to a hot start, I think, will be key for either ball club, especially the Lions, who rely more on some perimeter shooting rather than inside play. If they can hit their first couple shots, that'll be huge moving forward. But
opening tip is going to go to the Lions after it goes out of bounds off the Pioneers. It was won by Lorenzen. And now the Lions get it after it was tipped out of bounds by Okoboji. 2 seconds ticked off the clock on that. Here's a pass inside, now back out. Here is Zach Lutmer with the basketball. Over to Addison Metzger, over to Hugendorn, and a pass well out of the reach that time of Spies.
Again, these teams match up pretty well. Not a whole lot of height disparity between the two. Lions going to rely on a 2-3 defense to start the game. Force the Pioneers to shoot from the outside.
And Pioneers, their first possession offensively, and there's a shot by Lorenzen, too strong that time. And no points on the board for either side as the Lions have it back. And now another steal, and that is shot good by Lucas Lorenzen, the 6'4 sophomore, getting up. He's got that height. He's got the athleticism, almost kind of had a dunk there almost, but
it was close. Dunk, layup, they all count the same.
That's right. There's Addison Metzger answering that with a bucket of his own underneath.
Lions again going to hang on that 2-3, trying to cut down on some shots from the interior from Lorenzen as he steps out.
Here's a 3, no good that time by Will Jensen, 6'1 junior. Foul called on Addison Metzger. And the corner, Helmers now dribbles out. Thought about taking a shot or maybe just faking out Lutmer there. Now at the top of the key, driving inside over to Lorenzen. He left it short, gets his own rebound and the putback.
You can see he's going to be a force to be reckoned with during this game. Fierce competitor, already battling down low for rebounds and inside shots. Cooper Spieth, good movement there.
Nice shot by Spieth. Tough shot, too. 4-4. Just under 6 minutes to play here in the first quarter. And that shot too long, but a rebound and a putback again.
One thing the Lions got to identify is in that 2-3 zone, it's easy to get out of position for those rebounds, which has hurt us the last couple possessions.
Metzger again on the inside. Six to 6, top of the key. It's Martin now. Back out to Lorenzen at the top of the key. On the other side, it's a too long, but another rebound for Okoboji. Trying to steal it was Lutmer, couldn't quite get it, and now a scrum for the ball, and the Lions end up with it. 5 minutes.
There's a ball rolling around on the ground, there's a good chance Addison Metzger's going to get it. And that's what he did there. He's always on the floor looking for loose balls, doing the hustle plays, doing exactly what the Lions need from him as their kind of go-to post guy.
Foul on Jamison Helmers, first foul on the Pioneers. And now the officials talking to both Hookendorn and Helmers as we had the official blow it dead there momentarily. Here's Hookendorn on the inbounds, gets it over to Lutmer. Driving in, and one for Zach Lutmer. And nice move inside.
You wouldn't know by the way he carries himself on the floor, but Zach, just a freshman, having a great start to his high school career here in the Siouxland Conference for Central Lyon. Very aggressive, very good ball handler. He's been a key addition to this year's Lyon varsity team.
He has indeed, 9-6. Lions with the lead until that by Helmers. Jamison Helmers shooting 37% from three on the season, drains that one. 9 all here. It's the Lions with a response from Cole Hookendorn. 11-9, quite a few possessions in a row. Lions able to get good looks and put shots in.
Yeah, Lions offense looking good early. Everyone contributing at this point.
About halfway through the quarter, here's another steal. This time it's Zach Lutmer. And Hookendorn in the corner, a little bit long on the pass that time. Here is Metzger, inside and one! Lorenzen didn't like the call, but usually when it's 6'4" going against 6 foot, it's going to go in the way of the shorter guy.
One thing that is to Addison's advantage, which takes some teams a while to adjust to, is he's left-handed there on the block. So when he gets it down there on that one side, he just turns over the opposite shoulder of what most defenders anticipate, and he's got a nice little look.
And a foul is going to be on Zach Lutmer. Be the second foul on the Lions and the first for Lutmer as Spieth and Metzger check out. As into the game is Cale Schulte along with Rex Van Wy.
Coach Gerlman likes to utilize his bench, get some fresh bodies in there, kind of get some different looks as far as offensively and also on defense. Cale Schulte provides a nice presence inside, adds a little bit of height to this Central Lyon team.
Inbounds to Lorenzen at the top of the key. Now shot inside, that time by Helmers. No good. The ball is stripped by Lorenzen, but the Lions are able to keep it as Lutmer in the corner. Drives inside, pulls up, and a foul is called, and a good call too, because I don't think Lutmer's going to miss that shot that badly unless there's a foul.
Zach's watched a lot of basketball in his day. You can tell he's seen that move before where you do the pump fake, get the guy in the air, and kind of draw the foul, which he did. Thankfully, the officials caught that one. He's going to send to the line where he's pretty efficient.
14-9, Lions lead. As you said, 70% free throw shooter coming in, Zach Lutmer. And he's perfect so far tonight. 15-9, Lions out to a 6-point advantage. Here in quarter number one, pass inside, late defense, forces the pass outside, and a three from Lorenzen. The 6'4" sophomore shooting 34.5% from three, drains that one. Lions back with it. Mason Gerleman traveled with it. And the Lions send it back to the Pioneers. 3 minutes exactly to go here in quarter number one. 3-point advantage, Central Lyon. Pioneers trying to set something up on the offensive side. Now driving inside and putting up a shot. Nice, tough shot by Kyle Martin, the senior.
Martin does a nice job of weaving in and out of the lane there. Again, exploiting some gaps there in the 2-3 defense the Lions are putting out on the floor.
Shoots 48% on the season. Here is Schulte at the top of the key, and the pass goes out of bounds. And just like that, Pioneers, who are down by 6, now with a chance to take the lead. 15-14 is the score now. Lions have the lead at the moment. Helmers with the basketball, puts up a shot. Wow. No good, and the rebound by number 10, Will Jensen. Actually, yeah, number 10, Will Jensen. And he'll go to the line with a chance to tie it and take the lead for Okoboji.
We can tell Jamison Helmers, the senior, isn't afraid to take those long-distance shots. He's putting them up there from – he's been pretty accurate so far. I think he's 1 of 2, but 2 long-distance three-pointers, which, again, gives Okoboji a great opportunity on the long carom to get a rebound in the 2-3 zone defense.
15 all. Second free throw gives the Pioneers the lead. 2:15 and counting to go. Zach Lutmer with the basketball. Obviously his dad, assistant coach here at Central Lyon, as that ball will be over and back as it goes off of Cale Schulte. And his brother Nick, who I graduated with, is in attendance tonight. Addison Metzger, brother Grant, also I graduated with him, so now I just feel old.
Think how I feel.
Okoboji gives it back to the Lions. 1:59 to go, first quarter. Lions trail by 1. Lutmer will control it up the floor. Pass up to the top of the key. Here's Gerleman from just inside the three-point arc. Couldn't quite hit it. And another coach's son there, as that is going to be a foul on Lutmer, I believe. And that'll be his second.
Yeah, that's one of those calls could probably go either way. It's going to go against the Lions this time, against Zach. It's his second, which is going to be, that's a big factor here in the first half. Zach's our primary ball handler. He handles most of the pressure for us, so we're going to have some substitutes in the game. We're going to have to take on that role. It looks like Carter Kroll is probably going to get assigned that task.
Braden Deeren with the steal there. Here's a three from Cole Hugendorn from the corner. 18-16, Lions back on top. And that's going to be a travel.
Again, the Lions trying to extend their pressure on that 2-3, getting out into the passing lanes, also putting some pressure on those wings that get that initial pass. Good move there by Cole Hugendorn to put that pressure, cause the travel.
Head coach for Okoboji, Ryan Stumbo, played here for the Pioneers. It's a solid player for them. Here's a shot. It is good. Rex Van Wy. 20-16. Lions back up by 4 now. Here's a three. Had an open look and drained it. Jaden Heller.
Lions I don't know if that was designed or if that just was tempting him to shoot that three, but he decided to, and that kind of hurt. But looked like that's kind of what we were forcing him to do.
Yeah, only a 23.5% three-point shooter coming in, so Lions maybe thought to give it to him, and he made him pay that time. Pioneers within one. They take it down the other side, and stepping on the line is Carter Kroll, the senior 5'10 senior guard. And again, another team talked about the Lady Lions having depth. Depth has definitely grown on this Central Lyon boys team as well. As Carter Kroll, I believe a starter a year ago, now coming off the bench as depth for this Lions team. Here's a shot inside, wide open look. 21-20, 20 seconds to go in the first quarter. 15 as Hoogendorn will try and get something, and then he throws it away as Metzger not quite tall enough to get to that one, as his arm's not long enough.
That's a couple turnovers for the Lions this first quarter at the top of the key, just trying to get the pass.
2 seconds on the shot clock, and it's no good by Helmers. Lions trail 21-20 after 1 quarter of play. And not good start for Zach Lutmer in terms of foul trouble. He's got 2 fouls already, and that could really impact the outcome of this game because, as we've mentioned, he's been a key, integral part of this offense ever since he started the first game of this season.
Yeah, Lions are fortunate to have many contributors on their team, as we talked about their depth. Kids that can come in and either hit the three consistently, work inside, get rebounds, set good screens. But probably 2 guys you don't want to get in foul trouble, one being Zach Lutmer, who handles the ball, especially in the Siouxland Conference, and get pretty physical. It can be a lot of up-in-your-face defense at the point guard position. Need him out there as much as possible. And then also Addison Metzger, who fortunately is not in foul trouble, but he's kind of the inside guy as well, who battles for rebounds, who usually guards one of their tougher offensive players for the opposing team. So those 2, trying to keep them out of foul trouble will be big, but then we also need guys to step up. Cole Hoogendorn's already done well, making some big shots. Cale Schulte with some big rebounds. Look for more of that to continue here in the second quarter. Maybe we can, obviously want to keep it close, but maybe we can get a nice lead like we had at points in that first quarter.
Yeah, the Lions shot 8 of 11 in that first quarter. Very good shooting percentage. 8 of 15 for Okoboji. Second quarter underway with the Pioneers having the basketball, and that's a 3, and it's good by Will Jensen. And the Lions now with it. Down by 4 after that three-pointer. Driving inside is Spies. Pull-up jumper left short. Addison Metzger and Cole Hoogendorn both battling for the rebound.
I think Addison just turned to him and said, please don't do that again. I had that rebound, but can't complain about the hustle and the competitiveness.
Yeah, I'd say that's one of those where you'd rather have them both fighting for it than looking at each other and neither one getting it. As that's a foul going to be called here.
Looks like Coach Gerlman's going to run the risk of keeping Zach Lutmer in there as he has 2 fouls. Probably just, Zach's a pretty smart player, obviously. Knows he needs to not commit any more fouls or he's going to spend a little bit more time on the bench.
Yeah, very huge that Lutmer stays out of foul trouble here in this second quarter as he's already at 2. Now he drives the baseline. Now back out to Gerleman for 3, and no good as it rolls around inside the rim, but could not get it to go down. Is now Okoboji on the other side. Got a shot by Jaden Heller. 26-20. Addison Metzger, Zach Lutmer, thought about shooting 3. Now he'll shoot a deep 2, and it's good. 26-22, Pioneers with 6.5 to go. Foul going to be on Gerleman here, Mason Gerleman. 5'10" sophomore. And that shot no good. Rebound by Spies. And the Lions take it down the other side, and Metzger couldn't quite finish it. And that's going to be a charge.
Yep. Good play there by Addison, anticipating the spin move by Helmers. Right there, set. Thought we were going to have a no call there for a second, but the opposite side official came in and blew the whistle. Good defensive play by Addison.
In the right place at the right time. 26-22, Lions trying to get within one possession here. Hoogendorn over to Spies, over to Metzger with the easy layup. Timeout, Okoboji. And we'll take it with him. 5:48 to go here in the first half. Pioneers 26, Lions 24.
Feel the wonder, celebrate the joy, and believe in the true spirit of Christmas. Hi, this is Eric.
And Andrew, on behalf of DeNoble, Austin and Company CPAs. May the magic of this special season fill your hearts with joy and empower you to touch all those around you with goodwill. Our prayer is that you will experience God's peace this Christmas season and throughout the new year.
Merry Christmas from DeNoble Austin Company PC, certified public accountants in Rock Rapids and Laverne.
Welcome back to Central Lyon High School. Lions 26, Pioneers 26, Lions 24, down by 2. As the Pioneers have the ball after their timeout. Helmers driving, and it is partially blocked there by Spies. Cooper Spies, the 6'1" sophomore forward.
Looks like the Lions are switching it up, went man-to-man on that, and they're man-to-man out of bounds here. Again, wanting to switch up looks against Okoboji, try to catch them off guard and get out of their offensive sets.
Here's Lorenzen, cuts to the basket and dumps it off for a bucket, as that's Martin. He's had some good looks here in this first half. Almost a steal for Lorenzen. He wanted to go the other way for a dunk, and now Metzger puts an and one in. Battling tough, just like we've seen before, it seems like, from Metzger, as Grant did that multiple times, driving inside, playing that post.
It seems with each game here, at least at home, the ones that I've seen, is the confidence of Addison Metzger has grown and grown. He catches, at the beginning of the season, I don't think he drives that ball to the lane. I think he catches it and looks to pass it on along the perimeter. There he took advantage of the man who blew by him there on defense, and then he just went right in for the left-handed layup, where most of the defenders are anticipating most players to go right side.
28-27 after the three-point play. The ball goes out of bounds off of the Lions. Here is a shot, and it's good. A kind of a weak foul call there.
Well, that's not good, because I think that was on number 14, which is Zach Lutmer. That'll be his third.
Yeah, and that is going to be something that Zach says to coaches, hey, I didn't think that was a foul. I don't think he would, if he would have had a redo of that and known prior, I don't think he would have done that. But hindsight is 2020. Here's
that's right.
Metzger. Now Gerleman, a push-off and a charge. Easy call for the officials. 30-27, Lions trailing with 4:36 to go. And now, more than likely, for the rest of the first half, out without Zach Lutmer, unless the coaches want to push the foul trouble. That shot missed by Lorenzen and rebounded by Addison Metzger. Here's a three from Gerleman. It's good.
And that's what we need from the Lions. We need Mason to get hot from the outside. He can make those in a hurry if we can get him some good looks.
Yeah, he was shooting 53% as there's a shot good. 53% from three-point land coming in. Here's Hoogendorn. Back to Gerleman. Gerleman trying to get a little fancy, and his dad yelling from the sideline, hey, don't just get it to your teammates, I think. Here's Metzger inside, and there's a shot once again. Addison Metzger.
He knows his way around the lane.
He does. He's only 6 foot, but he plays so much taller inside. 32-32. Lorenzen tiptoeing his way through defenders, but he couldn't quite get that one to fall as it's 32-32. Lions with a chance to take the lead. Here's Spiess from the corner. Drives, now back out. Here's Carter Kroll, drives the baseline, and the reverse layup.
Reverse layup. Nice move by Carter Kroll.
Yeah, that was an incredible move by Kroll that time as 34-32, Lions back up. After Okoboji had the lead for a while. Shot no good that time, but a foul. Hoogendorn gets the foul on Martin that time.
Tell you, Martin is very good about lowering his shoulder and getting to the hoop. He knows how to use his body to get some space in the lane. Finds himself again a good position for a layup, fouled by Hoogendorn.
And it is 34-33 as first free throw was good. Martin on the season shooting 50% from the free throw line, so if you go by the numbers, he should miss this one if you go by the numbers. And he did. Barely, but he did. 34-33, Lions keep that 1-point lead. Here's Carter Kroll with the basketball. Over to Hoogendorn, long pass, high, low, and a foul going to be called, and Kroll will go to the free throw line.
That's one thing about this boys team, and you've seen it over the years. We've got a few quick hitters, which are designed to get a quick two. There's one of the plays right there where they throw the alley-oop from the opposite side of the floor, kind of get that high balls or high screen up top and get that guard down low, and that's a good play there. Too bad we couldn't convert on the initial shot, but Carter at the line here. See if we can get it back up to a 2-point lead.
Missed the first. Second one also missed. Cale Schulte trying to get the rebound, could not. 34-33, the lead is still one. Here's Lorenzen with the right-handed hook layup. Made that look easy as the Lions closed his opportunity to drive to the basket, and he just put it up with the right hand.
Yeah, smart play by Lorenzen. We kind of hoping he'd take one more dribble, maybe draw a charge, but he did not.
Nice looking shot that time by Schulte. Couldn't make it though, and then it goes out of bounds off of the Lions. So Okoboji with that 1-point lead with 2:03 to go.
Again, Lucas Lorenzen doing a lot of the ball handling. He is their tallest player at 6'4".
Here's a three, and it is good after a very favorable roll there.
Shooter's roll.
Kyle Martin for three. And now the Lions back with it, down by 4 again. Schulte with his ball screen. Now here's a three by Hoogendorn, no good. Rebound for Lucas Lorenzen, down the floor he goes. Coast to coast, puts up the shot, left it short. Lions get the rebound, Carter Kroll, and it goes out of bounds, but now they're saying it was off of Kroll, but it looked like you would think that would have had to be tipped away unless he dribbled it out of bounds.
I think he might have dribbled it off his thigh there, Carson. It looked like someone may have poked it away, but I thought I saw it maybe go off his thigh.
That must be what the officials saw as well, 38-34. Pioneers looking to extend their 4-point lead. Wide open look from the corner, it's good. As that's Will Hoffman. 33% from three-point range.
Lions need to stop the bleeding here, need to put up some points of their own.
Rex Van Wy back in the game, along with Braden Deeren. And that shot no good by Hugendorn that time. A lot of familiar names for the Lions with Rex Van Wy. Obviously his brother, Riley.
Twin sister Reagan, who played in the first game.
And his twin sister, Reagan. Exactly.
There we go.
As the Lions will get the ball with 18.7 seconds.
A few quick substitutions here, kind of maybe doing an offense for defense substitution. 8 seconds left. See if we can pull this a little tighter heading into halftime.
Getting it into Hugendorn, and Kroll's able to save it.
Good save by Carter.
And the Lions will burn a timeout as Coach Gerleman is not happy with that sequence there. 34 points for the Lions so far here in this first half, and obviously it didn't help with Zach going out earlier. Zach Lutmer, again, one of the best players, at least shooting-wise, on the Lions team, and only as a freshman. We kind of been waiting almost, it seems like, for the class that we have now. The Lions knew that there was a lot of talent coming up between some of these younger players, Mason Gerleman, Rex Van Wy, Zach Lutmer, and Addison Metzger as a senior is contributing. Carter Kroll also making some plays out there for the Lions. A lot of depth on this team, and I think that's what Coach Gerleman's probably most happy about, is that shot is good to end the half, 41-36, as the Lions do end it in a positive way. And it's a 2-point shot by Hugendorn.
Nice to get the roll there as we had probably not the shot we were looking for, but the shot we got and the shot we made. I don't think we'll complain about any of those heading into the half. Down 5, which isn't too bad. Lions came out firing on all cylinders early, took an early lead. Okoboji fired back, hit some long-range shots, maybe from some that we didn't suspect to hit those long-range shots. I know Will Jensen hit one, Will Hoffman hit another one. Lucas Lorenzen having a good half for the Pioneers, as well as Martin and Helmers.
Yeah, the Lions shot 8 of 11 in that first quarter. Second quarter, not quite as favorable, as they were 7 of 14, as they were still 50% shooting, but not quite as good from that first quarter.
No, you wonder, Coach Gerleman came out in a 2-3 zone, forced them to shoot it. They did shoot it. They shot it kind of at a high percentage. Then we got into a man-to-man. Of course, foul trouble played a role in that. Addison Metzger, what a half he had. Not only rebounding and defensively, trying to shut down Lorenzen and maintaining the lane on defense, but offensively got himself in really good position, found himself some open looks, converted those looks, and he's kept us in the ball game.
Yeah, 13 points on 6 of 7 shooting for Addison Metzger, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, and 3 rebounds to go with that as well. Lions trail by 5, very similar to how the girls were down by 5 at halftime. The Central Lyon boys, though, will look to get a victory in this second half. That's the difference that the Lions are hoping for. We'll take a break here from Central Lyon.
Feel the wonder, celebrate the joy, and believe in the true spirit of Christmas. Hi, this is Sarah.
And Andrew, on behalf of DeNoble, Austin and Company CPAs, may the magic of this special season fill your hearts with joy and empower you to touch all those around you with goodwill. Our prayer is that you will experience God's peace this Christmas season and throughout the new year.
Merry Christmas from DeNoble Austin Company PC, certified public accountants in Rock Rapids and Laverne.
It's here. And here. There too. This way and that. Across the street and around the world. It's healthcare reinvented, and it lives in all of these places because we believe it should. That her and him and them all deserve healthcare that lives where they do. Sanford Health. Health lives here.
Yeah, hard work looks easy when everything you touch turns gold. I was made for this. I was made for this. I was made for this. The rhythm is amazing. Jack Cloud is my food. I was made for this. Kiss your rose and I'm making I was made for this.
Small town values will never fade. Always finding a familiar face. A long lost friend with a helpful hand. Picking right up where you left off again. It's your hometown bank. In your own backyard. With people that you trust. It's the way you like to live. It's the way you like to bank.
Premier Bank, member FDIC.
At Avera, you're surrounded by a team focused on your mind, body, and spirit. That passion inspires our expert doctors and researchers to uncover more progressive treatments and technology, prescribing more effective medications, analyzing your DNA to pinpoint the best treatment for you. No matter what the future holds, our passion for progress will never fade.
Getting ready for the start of the second half here inside Central Lyon High School. Lions trailing 41-36. And they will have the ball to start half number 2. As Cooper Spiess set to inbound it to Zach Lutmer. Carson Schubert joined by Jason Engelman. And Jason, any thoughts heading into this second half?
Well, we're down by 5. As we talked about in the girls' game, these first couple minutes here are crucial, trying to get some momentum either way. Zach back in the game is going to help a little bit. Hopefully Addison can continue his dominance down low. But again, it comes back down to defense. Who's going to get stops? Who's going to create turnovers and stay out of foul trouble? And there he is again.
There he is again. 15 points now unofficially for Addison Metzger. And the Lions back within 3.
Coach Gerlman electing to go back to the 2-3 zone. That was probably our most effective defense, although it caused some rebounding issues.
Nice shot there. And it's back to a 5-point game. Again, Zach Lutmer now with 3 fouls, has to be very careful. Shot fake there, now driving inside, and he's fouled that time by number 10, Will Jensen. First foul of the half.
Good turn and drive by Zach, lowering his shoulder, kind of creating space there, getting to the lane.
Jensen up to 4 fouls now for the Pioneers. Lutmer makes the first of 2.
What do you think, Carson? What's the keys to the second half? Put you on the spot.
I think need to keep Zach out of foul trouble, number 1, but at the same time spread the ball around. And the more he's out there, the more weapons you have out there, so the more the defense has to prepare for not only him, but for Mason and Addison, what he's done inside. And we've seen Cooper and, there's a shot there, Cooper Spiess and Cole Hugendorn both contribute as well. And for the Pioneers, keep feeding Lorenzen. I think he's shown that he's more than capable. As that shot no good by Gerleman. Lorenzen gets the rebound and takes it the other way, misses, and it goes out of bounds off of Central Lyon.
Again, good hustle play by number 2, Will Hoffman, off the bench for Okoboji.
And Lorenzen back over to Helmers, off the back iron, no good. And the ball was loose. Addison Metzger ends up with it, over to Cole Hugendorn.
Good play by Addison.
Very good play indeed. 45-41.
All in one motion there. He controlled the basketball, sealed the defender, and made a good running pass to Hugendorn, who had a wide open layup.
Pioneers back with it here on offense, up by 4. Here's Helmers with a good look, and he drains it.
So you can tell Okoboji did some game planning in at halftime, how to identify gaps in this 2-3 zone. That's 3 open looks now. Both 2 on the baseline, 1 in the middle of the lane. Lions are going to have to shut that down if they hope to get back in this one.
We'll see if the Lions do some adjusting as the second half wanes along. Here is Lutmer, and he's fouled. That time the foul on Will Hoffman, the 5'11 junior. And that's his first. Actually, I take that back. That's foul on number 23, Jaden Heller. And Lutmer puts in the first free throw. And the second one as well. He's up to 10 points. Again, trying to be careful with the fouls. As here's a 3, and it is no good, but a rebound again. And that was kind of just fortune. And there's Lorenzen in the right spot at the right time, and there's going to be a foul on number 23, Jaden Heller again, and now he's up to 2.
I know, I feel like I'm beating this like a dead horse, but that 2-3 zone is very susceptible to offensive rebounds, especially when they're shooting when Helmer shoots those long-range threes, they have nowhere to go but long-range rebounds, and that tends to favor the offense. Okoboji getting a lot of good looks.
Lutmer with a great cut to the basket, and it's a 2-point game. Showing off his quickness there, my goodness. As Lions coming into this one, 2-4 overall and in conference play. Okoboji 5-3 overall, 3-3 in conference play. Here's Lutmer with it after it was stolen away, and Lutmer coast to coast to tie it up at 47, which draws a timeout by Coach Ryan Stumbo. With 4:32 to go here in the third quarter. Pioneers sweeping the series last year, 71-62 and 83-76.
Yeah, a couple close ball games last year, and again with the addition of Mr. Lutmer and some kids obviously who had lack of experience last year, now having more experience as juniors and seniors and even sophomores. Okoboji, much of the same team we saw last year, again returning some seniors and a few juniors. Without Tyler Adams tonight, didn't hear why he's out tonight, but he is not playing. He's third in scoring for the Pioneers, but Lucas Larson obviously back. Jamison Helmers, I know, has been a starter for them for a number of years. Kyle Martin playing a very good ball game as a senior. So a good matchup again this year, a little closer as of now, and hopefully we can maintain this tight game and pull a victory out.
Yeah, for Okoboji, they lost a heartbreaker in their final game before Christmas break. 72-71, they lost to George Little Rock. So they are still kind of maybe not feeling it as much since it's been a couple of weeks, but still maybe wanting to get a win after that hard loss to the Mustangs.
Yeah, that'd be a tough one going into break with falling by 1 point, but 2020 is a new year, same season, new year, but both teams are looking to come out of the gates hot, get back in the win column.
Both teams hoping to see 2020 vision here, as that shot is good, 49-47. As they look to get their first win of the year, as that is Addison Metzger to tie it at 49. He's been a force to be reckoned with, as he's now up to 16 points.
He's having a good ball game.
That shot good by Lorenzen. Lucas Lorenzen up to 16 points now. Here is Metzger at the top of the key. Now Hugendorn pull-up jumper, and he left it short. Lorenzen there again for the rebound. It seems like he's there all the time. He's, according to the statistics that we have, he's got a double-double, 16 points, 10 rebounds. And that shot no good. Rebound by Metzger, who's up to 5 now on the boards. Here's
I don't know if that's accurate. I think he has more than 5.
Yeah, that could very well be. Here's a 3, and it's not good by Hugendorn. Lions still down by 2. Here is a shot, no good. Lorenzen hits the deck. And now he'll shoot some free throws.
Unfortunately, that was a reach-in on Zach Lutmer, so he's going to pick up his 4th. That's going to be an early exit here this second half. We probably won't see him again till middle of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's huge. Huge loss for the Lions. And they're down by 3, and a chance for Lorenzen to make it 4 here. Rex Van Wy in the game. He'll inbound it to Carter Kroll. Lions going to have some of these maybe younger players take some shots and make some shots.
Yeah, the Lions are going to have to find a new offensive weapon, or they can go to their old weapon. That's Addison Metzger, who again converts on the left-handed layup. But
man, oh man.
Yeah, but somebody else is probably going to have to step up here for the Lions, take a few good shots, hopefully put some points on the board, keep this one close.
Seems like he has gotten stronger from a year ago. Addison Metzger better at the finishing inside. Among other things, that's a three, a good answer by Okoboji, as it's Kyle Martin, 56-51. And here is Mason Gerleman inside to Metzger, tries to spin around, and that's a three, good by Carter Kroll. Timeout, Lions. 30-second timeout. 56-54, the Lions back within 2. We'll stay right here for this one. Is again, the Lions trying to stick with this Pioneer team, even though they are short Zach Lutmer for the foreseeable future of this game with 4 fouls. What do you think the Lions need to continue to do or need to do? I mean, I think I would say Okoboji's eventually going to figure out Addison Metzger, you would think.
I think you keep going to Addison and until they can prove they can stop him. One thing is he's getting good position. You know, he doesn't convert well from the free throw line traditionally, but he hasn't had to go there often. I think we're going to need somebody to continually or at least put up some good outside shots to kind of balance the in and out game. But, you know, defensive stops. Defense can lead to offense, too, so hopefully we can get a spark on that end.
58-54, Lions trail. Back with it, Carter Kroll over to Addison Metzger. He'll try again. Now back out after good defense. Now Kroll dumps it off to him, and he puts it in. He's up to 22 points now, Addison Metzger.
I'm not certain what his career high is, but he's got to be approaching that, if not surpassed it.
Yeah, he's been borderline unstoppable for the Lions. There's a nice shot off the backboard. And it's 60-56. It seems like Okoboji's had an answer for the Lions baskets with one of their own. There's Braden Deeren with the basketball. Now over to Mason Gerleman here. And Rex Van Wy cutting inside after passing it to Metzger. Here is a shot and a foul as Van Wy put it up. Fouled by Martin.
Good drive there by Rex, saw a gap. Hopefully he can convert here at the line. But one thing you'll notice, you know, Addison Metzger's having himself one heck of a game, but one thing he doesn't do is take bad shots. If he doesn't like the shot, he is not afraid to kick it back out and find a shot for somebody else, go set a ball screen or something. And that's just good karma. You don't take bad shots and you find you're willing to share the basketball, good things are going to happen.
Absolutely. We've seen it multiple times from him in this game. First free throw by Van Wy was no good. Second one on the way, and that one is good. Lions back within 3, 60-57. Pioneers might try and hold for the final shot with 35 seconds. Working the ball around the perimeter. Now an open shot appears. They take it. It's no good. Braden Deeren tries to get it. Now the Pioneers are able to keep it. 15 seconds on the shot clock. There's a shot good.
Boy, a lot of passing there by the Pioneers, but they found the right guy, Martin underneath, who's had himself a nice inside-outside game.
Yeah, they were hurrying pretty quickly, but didn't really even need to. There's a last-second shot. Oh, my.
Ooh.
That looked a lot closer than what it ended up being, but 62-57. The Pioneers maintain a 5-point lead as we go to quarter number 4. We'll be back here in a moment.
Small town values will never fade. Always finding a familiar face. A long lost friend with a helpful hand. Picking right up where you left off again. It's your hometown bank in your own backyard. With people that you trust. It's the way you like to live. It's the way you like to bank.
Premier Bank, member FDIC.
Feel the wonder, celebrate the joy, and believe in the true spirit of Christmas. Hi, this is Sarah.
And Andrew, on behalf of DeNoble, Austin and Company CPAs. May the magic of this special season fill your hearts with joy and empower you to touch all those around you with goodwill. Our prayer is that you will experience God's peace this Christmas season and throughout the new year.
Merry Christmas from DeNoble Austin Company PC, certified public accountants in Rock Rapids and Laverne.
(62-57). Okoboji with the lead as we start the fourth quarter, and a quick travel by Helmers, 5'11" senior.
Yeah, maybe a little too much dribbling there on Helmer's part. Good defense by the Lions, who are looking to jolt their offense a bit, looking to see who's going to put up some points. Addison's out of the game currently. He's
probably needs a rest.
Yeah, you would think so. He's been working pretty hard.
It's been like Iron Man out there for the Lions here tonight. 62-57, under 7.5 now to go here in quarter number 4. Lions with a 5-point deficit. Ball goes out of bounds off of Carter Kroll.
Lions will match up here in a man-to-man, switching it back up from their 2-3 zone defense.
Drive inside, and that's good by Helmers. According to our unofficial statistics, he's up to 11. And that's stolen away and taken the other way for a basket, making it look easy that time, Jaden Heller.
Kind of our Achilles heel this evening has been just that pass back to the top of the key to get our offense going. We have not thrown that pass very well. It's led to some turnovers and sometimes buckets like we just saw.
Hugendorn missed it, and you can kind of start to see the frustration build a little bit as he goes over the back trying to get that rebound. Kind of frustrated at himself for missing that one. 6:42 to go, still plenty of time here in this fourth quarter. Timeout, Okoboji, 32nd timeout. We'll stay right here. The Pioneers up to a 9-point lead, their largest.
Definitely want to thank all of you listening out there on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network. Appreciate all of you tuning in. If you can't make it to a Central Lyon game, we're typically available here online. Wanted to provide you with some commentary, but also obviously the visual of the game. Got some competitive teams this year. We'll be broadcasting the upcoming wrestling meet, which will take place next week. Our wrestlers have done a phenomenal job this year. Again, trying to become a 3-year consecutive Siouxland Conference championship team. Going for 3 years. They've been 2 years consecutive champions. So that'll be next week. We also have another basketball home event next Tuesday the 7th against MOC, and then next Friday, again, we're back here against Sibley Ocheyedan.
So the Pioneers have it taken away there as Cooper Speece with the steal. Braden Deeren with the basketball over to Addison Metzger. Back to Deeren. He puts up a 3 and just about got it to go. Couldn't quite get the favorable roll.
It's nice to see Braden take those shots, though sometimes he can be a little hesitant, but that's why he's out there, is to give us that another weapon from the three-point line.
Lorenzen has it stripped away by Cole Hugendorn, and then Hugendorn almost throwing it away. Lions able to keep it. Again, down by 9, a very critical possession here as they don't want to let this lead get any bigger. Hoogendorn from the corner now dribbles and tosses it over to Metzger at the top of the key. Back to Hoogendorn. Ball screen. He doesn't use it, and that is a nice shot. Floater there by Hoogendorn.
Good shot, what the Lions desperately needed there to get off the 57 hump.
Here's a three by Helmers, no good. And that's going to be a push called on Cole Hoogendorn there.
Just another offensive rebound for Okoboji again. Whether it's Okoboji or any other team in the conference, the Lions cannot afford to offer multiple opportunities on the offensive end.
Free throw number one, no good that time by Jaden Heller, shooting 50% from the line this year. Second one on the way, off the front iron, no good. Rebound by Zach Lutmer, so a couple of free throws missed there as Lutmer's now back in the game. Lions know they need points. And that's a shot good by Zach Lutmer. Might as well play him as long as he's got. He's got one foul to give, or one foul to get before he's fouled out. As here's a pass inside to Lorenzen, and it'll go out of bounds.
Good idea there by Lucas Lorenzen. Just the pass with a little too much steam on it there for Heller as it sails out of bounds. Lions looking to capitalize.
Down by 5. Lutmer will take it inside, puts it up, and a little bit too long that time. Not a shot you usually see him miss with hardly any contest, but there's a shot, no good. Rebound, Addison Metzger. He was getting a lot of contact there from Jamison Helmers. Was able to get through it to get the rebound. Big one for the Lions. They've been really struggling in this second half to get defensive rebounds. There's the ball on the ground. Lions able to recover it. Here's Gerleman for three. He's got it.
That was probably the best case scenario for the Lions after that scramble. Gerleman gets loose, they forget about him there in the corner, and we found him wide open, and he's not going to miss too many of those.
And a great job by Lutmer to be able to scrum for that ball and throw it out to find the wide open Gerleman. There's a shot, good. Back to a 4-point game, 68-64, just under 4 minutes to play. We got another game that could be coming down to the wire here at Central Lyon. Three, and that one no good by Gerleman that time. A little bit closer to the corner than his last one. Lions trail by 4, 3.5 to play. Helmers to the hole, and he's got it.
One thing here the Lions will have to be prepared for is if they can't close the gap here, they're only at 3 team fouls, so it's still a ways away from the 1-and-1.
Kicked out of bounds here by the Pioneers. .316 to play. Lions trying to make some points, and they do, as nice pass, bounce pass by Lutmer to Metzger. 70-66. And there's Hoogendorn with a good defense and the steal. Now he pulls up and puts it in. Nice right-handed floater, and a timeout for Coach Gerleman and the Lions as they're down by only 2 now with 2:53 to go. And it seems like the momentum has kind of shifted here over to the Lions side.
Yeah, you're kind of in that back and forth game where any team can, obviously Okoboji just was up 6 or 7 and we come storming back, one possession here, one possession there, and all of a sudden things have turned considerably. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but I thought Addison Metzger did a really good job on that run out where Cole, he kind of was a lead blocker, kind of just unintentionally ran through the lane and took a few guys with him, which opened up a nice, easy little float shot for Cole Hoogendorn. So good play again. He's doing a lot of little things. Obviously, you can, Addison's got 24 points here unofficially, and he's got quite a few rebounds, but it's even some of the little things that have really made this game closer than perhaps it could have been.
Yeah, a very good job by Metzger, contributing in more ways than one for sure. Obviously the point total has been there, but the rebounding, the helping out his other teammates, it'd be interesting to, we only have him credited with 1 assist, but I think he's definitely got more than 1 assist tonight for the Lions, but he's had a phenomenal night here for Central Lyon, hoping to cap it off with a win. The Lions trail by 2 with 2:47 and counting to go, and nearly throwing it away there is Okoboji. They're able to get it back. Helmers controlled it. Now Helmers got to be careful. He's dangerous from anywhere. Their leading scorer at 20-plus points a game. Renzen also a dangerous player. Here's the corner, and it's no good. And Metzger fights and claws for the rebound, as the Lion does. 70-68. Lions trying to tie it or take the lead. Here's Lutmer back out to Gerleman. Shot is good. Lions lead 71-70 with 2 minutes to go. Oh, nice job putting up the shot after thought about trying to drive inside. Hugendorn blocked him, and he avoided the charge. Here's Hugendorn, shot fake, and then drives.
Good drive by Cole.
73-70 Lions. And the momentum, again, as I said a little bit ago, it seems like the Lions have a lot of it right now. Timeout. A full timeout for the Pioneers. 73-70, Lions with the lead with 1:29 to go. We'll see if the Lions can close it out when we come back.
It's here. And here. There too. This way and that. Across the street and around the world. It's healthcare reinvented, and it lives in all of these places because we believe it should. That her and him and them all deserve healthcare that lives where they do. Sanford Health. Health lives here.
Dig score that late touchdown.
Welcome back to Central Lyon High School here in Rock Rapids. Lions with the lead and trying to get another stop on defense. Okoboji has put up 70 points, but it hasn't been putting up many points since. A long run by the Lions, but there's a three when they needed it the most by Jaden Heller. And Heller only, again, coming in 23.5% shooting three-pointers.
Yeah, I don't think the Lions anticipated him taking that shot.
Or making it, apparently.
Or making it. But he gathered that one and knocked it down. Good shot by him, and that shot's been open all game, that baseline shot, whether it's, just 12 feet or out extended past the three-point line. That's been open all night. And kudos to him for making that. Lions are going to have to prepare something on offense. Again, you dabble with, you got little over a minute to play. Do you take your first available shot, or do you take the air out of the basketball and hope for one, and that's going to seal the deal, seal your fate, whether we're going to end this in regulation or go into overtime. It's quite a bit of time for a high school game. Anything can happen, obviously.
Yeah.
But I know, and you got 3 fouls to 5 fouls, so each team can be pretty aggressive here without having any penalties. Except Zach Lutmer, he better not get too aggressive.
But with the amount of time that's left, I mean, you don't want him to just sit around and do nothing either. But, you definitely want him to still be smart, because you never know if this could end up going into overtime yet. just like game number 1 did. And a thrilling finish that was. And we are probably in line for a similar finish as the Lions have the ball. Zach Lutmer. It's going to take some time, maybe.
Yeah, it looks like we're almost going to try to hold out for one shot here. Zach, again, very confident with the basketball, very good ball handler. He's just going to keep dribbling around. They're going to try to get probably one shot here, limit the possession by Okoboji.
Lions do have one timeout left now, so they could potentially.
My guess is you bring Addison Metzger up here, do a ball screen close to about 12 seconds, and let them both roll to the hoop. And if they come down on them, you got Mason Gerlman down here in the right corner that wouldn't be afraid to take a nice three-pointer.
15 seconds to go. Lions drained it. The time, that is. Here is Lutmer with a basketball. He'll take it to the rack, and the Lions lead by 2. 75-73. And now if you're the Lions, you can give up anything but a three-pointer here. I mean, you don't want to give up any points, but you definitely would rather them hit a 2 than a 3.
Absolutely. And again, bringing this back in, now it's in the Lions' favor, having only 3 team fouls. I don't know, but if I'm Coach Gerlman, I tell my 5 guys, I say, hey, they get it in. They get no open looks. We're going to hack them right away. We're going to let second by second tick off here until we get maybe to 5 fouls and probably down to about 2 seconds in the game, and really going to limit their opportunities.
Yeah, and they, again, have to go full court in 5 seconds. So you probably, I don't know, it's kind of going to be an interesting defensive setup here for the Lions because you don't necessarily want them to get it over really quickly on one pass and have a better look. But at the same time, you don't want to leave somebody open on the other side. So it'll be interesting to see how many defenders line up on the end where Okoboji puts it in, or how many will end up on the other side.
Once again, I'd be shocked if the first Pioneer that touches the basketball doesn't take one dribble and we intentionally foul, so to speak. Let that clock get down to about 3.5 seconds and do it again one more time.
Yeah, with those fouls to give, that's huge for the Lions. Oh, he didn't step out, and the shot is no good. And the Lions survive 75-73, and they are fired up after that one. And a good win for the Lions, too, as it's kind of a tough start to the season, falling 2-4 before Christmas break, but they are able to start off the new year with a victory. 2020, perfect vision so far for the Lions so far.
Yeah, we'll take it. Definitely a hard-fought battle. 2 very competitive teams, evenly matched teams for the most part. And it kind of just was ultimately Zach Lutmer and Addison Metzger getting the better of a few of the Okoboji players. A lot of contributions across the board for the Lions. Guys coming in, playing solid defense, getting rebounds, setting good screens, playing good defense, as I just said. Yeah, big win for the Lions. They needed that coming off Christmas break going in. We're going to be circling back around here throughout the conference, and it's nice to have that win under your belt heading into some other Siouxland Conference matchups.
And you would think for the Lions that you have to feel like you're in a pretty good spot because there's a lot of teams that probably thought with the 2-4 start, well, maybe the Lions are still a year away from being to their potential, but the talent on this team is there. It's just been a matter of if they've been able to execute enough in those first 6 games. Maybe not as much as they wanted to, but tonight they were able to offensively. Defense, maybe still some things to clean up, but offense looked sharp out there.
Yeah, hit some big shots down the stretch there. Guys are starting to identify their roles on the team, who's the shooters, who's kind of the slashers, who's the rebounders, who's our inside guys. And again, we got a lot of kids on the Central Line team that don't have a lot of varsity experience, or we're putting varsity minutes when they perhaps weren't ready, and now that's starting to pay dividends as we're going into the second half of the season. getting some very valuable minutes out of some kids. Some kids are stepping up. You can see the confidence growing game after game with most of these students.
Lions had 3 players in double digits. Addison Metzger leading the way with 24, Zach Lutmer 18, Cole Hugendorn with 15 points. For the Pioneers, they were led by Lucas Lorenzen with 20. Jaden Heller had 15, and Jamison Helmers had 13. So the Lions get the win. In the second half of our doubleheader, the Central Lyon girls lost in a thrilling fashion as well. They were unable to defeat the Pioneers. 64-61 in overtime, though. It was a hard-fought battle in that one. Lions, I mean, you can't feel too bad about that loss. When you're losing to an undefeated number 9 team in Class 3A, and you're only losing to them by 3 points in overtime, can't feel too bad about it, but I'm sure that's still one that Coach Grafing would have liked to have.
Yeah, you go out every night, you want to win the ball game, but ultimately you're trying to get better. And I think we got a little bit better. Both teams got better tonight. We played some, obviously, quality competition. Did some good things, did some things. Obviously, there's teachable moments. There's things to learn from. But we each team for the Lions tonight took a step forward. Both teams didn't get the victory, but hard-fought battles throughout. And, yeah, good night of basketball here coming off Christmas break. Nice to get back in the swing of things. And thank you, Mr. Schubert, for stepping up. Probably the biggest substitution of the night was you subbing in for Mr. Cruz, who's been my left and right-hand man. So Mr. Cruz needed a well-deserved night off, and you stepped up big and probably was a deciding factor for these games tonight.
Well, I definitely chose a good night to come back, as both games were very entertaining, and the Lions able to get a win in the nightcap. The girls' game ended with a 64-61 in overtime for Okoboji, and they're now 10-0 overall, 8-0 in Siouxland play. Lady Lions dropping to 6-2 overall and in Siouxland play. The Pioneers on the boys' side dropping to 5-4 overall, 3-4 in conference play, and the Lions at now 3-4 overall and in conference play. Don't forget, Tuesday, January 7th is the next broadcast here on the Central Lyon Broadcasting Network, as the MOC Floyd Valley Dutch come to town at 6 p.m. Broadcast starts. Thursday, January 9, wrestling versus Hinton and West Sioux at 5:45. And Friday, January 10th, basketball versus Sibley Ocheyedan at 6. And I want to thank our sponsors once again: Avera Health, Frontier Bank, Pizza Ranch, Premier Bank, Sanford Health, DeNoble Austin & Company PC, and Pepsi Beverage Co. I want to thank the entire crew here for putting together a good broadcast for you at home. I want to thank Jason Engelman, my color commentary guy for tonight. I'm Carson Schubert saying so long and have a great weekend.